Hey, Super Eagles of Nigeria, we officially win our first game of AFCON. Round of applause. Yeah. VO9, 8 appearances, 1 AFCON goal. We'll go again. We'll go again, my boy. But look, we take this and we keep it moving, guys. Like, wow, that was a roller coaster, man. How you guys feeling? How's everybody feeling? Initial thoughts. Let's watch the highlights and cool off, man. VO9. And we had chances. We played very well in the first half.
The second half, we let them play.
And that's the same problem.
Senegal's game, they didn't let them play.
And that's the same problem we had against Congo and Gabon. Remember, Gabon, first half we played them well, but with no score. We now relied on Aquaram scoring a goal in the 70th minute. Exactly. Congo, we scored 1-0. They should have scored that cutback before the end of first half.
They should have made it
2-0. Game is over. But now again, we're seeing this pattern where Eric Shell's team don't know how to end the game well. He's beginning or see things out. Like Okpeo, says Okpeo, I'm telling you. We've seen one rude person in the comments. I don't know when people use their brain. You think people have sharp mouth? When people use their brain, grown men with the internet that they paid for, and come to a Nigeria for weekly chats. I hope you can see me. Tonye, this your name, Seth. You did abaru my mouth. Tonye Yin 6746. You use your head and your hand to come on God's internet to type. You only bring pressure upon yourselves by supporting Super Chickens. Super Chickens are average, bro. You know why I know? If they pay for you to come to this chat and be trying to Super Chickens, if they pay you, go away. We are go 3 points. We go again. We go, my people. Don't worry, guys. First game, we take the 3 points. We keep moving. German, Habib, that's why is it. When you want a football channel, you hear it all. When we lost Congo, if you don't get money, hide your face. Hey.
They could be chickens.
Super Eagles average at best. I disagree. Look, it's the first game. Look at what happened yesterday. Egypt needed a last-minute Mo Salah winner. Even though they scored 35, they had 35 chances. Morocco, people also forget Morocco did not bring the deadlock to the 55th minute again. And then they managed to score the second goal.
They even missed a pen.
Exactly, they missed a pen. They scored the bicycle kick. You saw Mali miss a pen, score one, and then Dakar scored the equalizer. And then South Africa, they needed a La Foster wonder goal to make it 2-1. So this AFCON, yes, Senegal are the most impressive team we've faced. But they've also played the worst team in the tournament. Botswana, no be track and field where Tebogo's cousins. No, Senegal are good. No, they're good.
I think squad-wise.
But it's like how people play against Wolves. If you play against Wolves, you start, you know.
Yeah. But Botswana are 138, 138 in FIFA ranking.
Tanzania, Abi.
Botswana, that's Senegal played.
Yeah, but that no, they play Botswana now, we win by 1 goal. But
Senegal are there.
No, the thing is they're quality all round.
Anyway,
like, they're the only team.
Yeah,
they're benching.
How are you feeling, guys? Let me know in the comments.
Playing for top clubs.
Yeah, bro. They took Sadio Mane off after maybe like 60-70 minutes.
I think after like 70 minutes because
they got all their own boys on.
They don't need. They were 2-0 up. They don't need him to.
They don't need to do anything. And they trust their defense.
Mane is not even an old head for them,
bro.
Is Nicholas Jackson's team now, bro?
Jackson, Njai,
Yeah, so guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about how you found the game. I agree with what you guys are saying about Senegal being no nonsense. Should have been a bigger win for sure, John. I would agree with you on that for sure. I think we should have had a bigger win for sure. Afriyu one said Tanzania tried. They tried as well. I'll give it to Tanzania. But look, if you watch the sporty preview, I did say that there's no small teams in AFCON. And it's the first game. You need the win. You know, you take the 2-1 and you keep it moving, guys. We play Tunisia next, but at least we got our win. Look, we watched Tunisia play Uganda literally in 30 minutes from now. I will not be surprised if that game ends up being 1-1. Uganda surprised me in World Cup qualifying. They were very, very unlucky not to be one of the 4 second place and best second place teams. So let's see how it gets on. But obviously, Tunisia are very organized as well, so we need to be careful. And you have to say that just judging by what we've seen so far, Tunisia's strengths are weaknesses so far. This lack of defensive discipline and set piece. Do you see our set pieces? Oh my God, bro, our defensive set pieces were terrible today.
Yeah, defenders set pieces.
But you know, a team like Tunisia, they're built on being organized. But let's see how they get on today. Look, there's no guarantee that they will beat Uganda at all. So we move. It's always tough. It's always tough. In fact, because of Tunisia, that's the reason why I've booked backup tickets, depending on if we finish first or second. Because I don't trust us fully to finish first, guys. We know our country, you know, and North African teams. The last time a non-North African side won the AFCON in North Africa was Nigeria in 1994. So it's gonna be hard. But also, on a positive note, Nigeria have gone to North African AFCONs 6 times and never left without a medal. So we shall see, guys. We live with some. So, and if you look, I urge you guys, I know everybody's a bit upset about how the first game went. In fact, I'm going to do the analysis for everybody now. Go and see how Nigeria always starts tournaments before this tournament ends. Go and see. You will notice a pattern. I promise you every single time, guys. It's not how you start, it's how you what, it's how you finish. I promise you we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I'll collect the 3 points, we keep it moving. Now, if we did not get the 3 points in any way, that's when I'll be feeling pretty worried. But look, we go again. One of my concerns, which we'll touch on, guys, before I go to the comments, is Osimhen did not score again. Like, the longer these things go on with tournaments, like, it's weird. You're 6 goals away from tying Rashidi Yekini. You clearly have the best games to goals ratio in Nigerian history. But for some reason, AFCON, you played 7 AFCONs last year. He was instrumental in us beating a lot of those teams in the knockout stage, though. But he just did not score. VAR cancelled his goal against South Africa. Remember, that thought was 2-0. They now gave South Africa penalty. Oh, no, I won't cry that day. So something is just going. Look at that goal that he scored today that they disallowed again with he did a backflip, like flick on into the net just before Tanzania equalized to make us go 2-0. But VAR like this. So is it that something is just not?
Needs wants to go off his bum, as they say.
Yeah, needs want to come off the bum.
I just think all footballers always have something where there's something that it seems like it's their bogey type thing that they can't get over the line. But eventually, it's either you win or you just win.
And you know, it might come in the final.
It might come in the final.
And we'll live with that.
In the semi-final.
And we can live with. We'll happily live with that. If it comes in there. Oh, sorry. I need the. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, leave for now. It's just sparring the internet. I just the panic. It's fine. Exactly. So just looking at the goals here, by the way, guys, I'm just seeing Ajayi's header. Like I said, guys, if people know me, even though I'm not his biggest fan, I always praise him in the air. I like the way he can do work in the air. That one, I will give him that any day, any time of the week.
You said what is he good at?
The guy is a monster in the air.
Distraction, offensive set piece.
In the box, Abi.
Well, fair enough.
Guys, how's the stream? Can you still hear me?
I think it's a 5 or 10.
Low. All right, a few more comments. But Olamilekan, how can you say poor attacking from Nigeria if we had 18 shots? We just were not clinical, guys. Like, we need to stop letting our emotions be dictated by the final score. This same match now, if we put 2 at the end, you say they are the best thing since sliced bread. It's a match Nigeria utterly dominated Tanzania. Yes, were there lapses in defending? Yes, like the goal Tanzania scored, or even our set piece defense. But to say that I was poor attacking from us, I don't agree. Like, let's not get too emotional with these things, guys. Exactly, Buko, I like your statement. Shaky game, but the win is what is important. Simple. Jesset said we draw against Tunisia and draw against Uganda. Look, I'll even take a draw against Tunisia as long as Tunisia don't win today. We must say that Tanzania's goal was fantastic. In fact, I was hoping it was offside. But just before they scored, we saw what Osimhen did. Turn it up slightly, see if it's not. Feel free to. Can you hear the thing like that? Can you hear that just slightly? All right. More comments. Timothy Shalama, thanks for joining us as well. Onuachu needs to be given at least 20 minutes to play or more. But the problem is Nigeria Olusosun that is starting. Will they remove Osimhen? The Titan. You know, at the end of the day, there's a fear.
That's like asking them to remove Drogba.
Do you guys know that even that DR Congo game, the way DR Congo balled us in that second half, if Osimhen even played till minute 70, I'm not sure that second half will go like that. I watched, listen to an interview Frank Oyeka gave. He said one of the Congolese players told him when Osimhen left the pitch that they feel more comfortable. Can you imagine? Look at Lookman's goal. Look at Iwobi, 2 assists. 2 assists for Iwobi. All of you that like to abuse Iwobi, come outside. Come outside. I'm here for you today. You say Indian boys don't know what it means to be passionate about Super. Iwobi has the most caps for Nigeria. 92 caps.
Best African players.
Bro, in our front line, we have the best attack in Africa. I don't Senegal's own ticks better, but on paper we should have the best.
We've had 2 players back to back winning.
I'm with you. No, but at the same, but Chukwueze is balling for Fulham right now.
And I think he has the quality to do so.
Well, like 4-2-3-1, Abi. Yeah, look at the stats, guys. Exactly. So, yeah, 11 shots on target, guys. 18 overall shots. It's almost 60% possession. Moyo, imagine. Passes completed, almost double. Almost double. We had almost double their crosses as well. Like, by all means of even stats, you have to say that Nigeria deserved the win. You know, that's just the truth. I know that there's annoyance in terms of how, we did not buttress the points. But I think we must remember our displays in previous AFCONs so that we just remember how we normally start tournaments. Look, this is good, man. We take the win and we go again. That's it, man. Shout out to all 718 people on the chat. Appreciate you. At least that and Nigeria has won. I think everybody should be feeling a bit more dandy and happy with ourselves. Shout out to everybody. We've got over 8,000 views at the moment. Appreciate you guys. And this is why I like when Nigeria win. Once Nigeria win, all of a sudden, people will flood the chat. Everybody needs joy. Don't worry. So don't mind these people that are telling you that it will be this one, that one. Everybody joyful. Look at Iwobi's performance now. Guys. He played football today. Bro, Alex. Guys, by the way, do you know how sick all of you that always say footballers are distracted from AFCON? It will be dropped a AFCON daily series today. Week 1 of him traveling to AFCON. All of you that like to say with your old mentality, they should not be distracted from social media. Look at this Zidane performance. So when you finish listening on the live stream for the next 3 hours, go and watch Alex Iwobi's YouTube channel so that we can see the inner workings of how AFCON life is. So now, in future, don't tell me that it was distraction. No. You have watched Zidane's performance now. 2 assists. Straight and direct. Fantastic crossing. See Ajayi. See Lookman one. Lookman as well. God will bless you. Adebobo. I told these people that they must trust and believe in you. No matter how much you suffer, you must start on that pitch. And you showed us. In fact, the best part is that immediately after we conceded, I love that you scored straight after. So God bless you. Poor attacking from Nigeria. A few more comments. Up Eagles says Ojo Iyan. Hey, Oluya Yoruba. Let's pronounce well. Ojo Iyanu Lolua. Up Eagles. I am more worried about our defense. Bro, we're all worried about the defense, so my brother. Timothy Shalama said Alebiosu needs to be on the pitch. This was the best game to test him. I agree. Because I don't know why. You see, this is my problem with Michelle. He did not give Oyedika minutes. He did not give Alebiosu minutes. But next, we're going to play Tunisia. So Samuel has to start. Tunisia is not the match for experiments. Uganda. To be fair, if we can beat Tunisia, let's now realize. Olugbe Ngagbam Dele says Nigeria don't have a team yet. My brother, I will caveat. I don't think we don't have a team yet. We're just not clinical yet. There were so many good opportunities for Nigeria to really seal this deal. That's all. Olatunji Iganiyu. I love your confidence. Eagles are soaring in the AFCON. Trust me, my guy. Afriyu said Tunisia is the African Switzerland, an average team that normally qualifies in big competitions and goes toe-to-toe with Nigeria and the rest. I like that comparison. They will never win, but if they catch you on a good day, you're gonna feel the force. More comments. Sorry, let me just do a quick production check. All good. Olu, this defense, he gets as he be, but although you're right, there's no small African team. A win is a win. Kudos to the boys. Guys, we take the win all day, every day, man. All day, every day. We take the win and move, man. You feel me? So, guys, imagine how we have felt. I'm still going to show everybody what our record in AFCONs are when we play the first game, so that everybody will relax our nerves. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Sorry, give me 1 second. So, guys, welcome to the post-game live show, by the way. We're going to get into it. I'm expecting at least 5 of you to join the stream today. Sorry about the sound. Apparently, there's an issue with the sound. How about now? Shout out to Emika in the background as usual, making sure we're sounding crisp and bringing this content to you. We're also going to have the Tunisia game in the background. Even though Arsenal are playing right now, I don't care about Arsenal, man. They should win, though. But anything they like, they should do today. I know Christian Tuche is starting the game, but it's all about AFCON right now. Tunisia's game will be kicking off in 22 minutes. Welcome to the live and direct post-match review. So basically for AFCON, I'm not going to do standalone review shows. I am going to do them as part of the live streams so that you can get the information hot. And there's no need to wait for a few hours before I bring the content to you. None of that. We're bringing it straight away, guys. So really excited to get into this. We're going to get through the key moments of the match. We're going to review the match. We're also going to do hot takes. Remember hot take series? I want you guys to give me your hot takes on the game. So literally right now, even in the comments, let me know your hot takes on this match. You know, for AFCON, we'll be doing the hot take series as part of the live stream. And we're also going to do player reviews for the game. Literally, it's all going now. It's all going. A few more comments to get by at the moment. Our kids this year are poor. Timothy, I love that kid. I don't know why you don't like that kid. I think it's amazing. I have the Osimhen jersey. Awoshika Ilana Olua David says the ref was biased. I can tell. Akimbode, you can call. You can call. Everybody's gonna call. I promise you. Olatuji said, I feel proud. I enjoyed myself. I did enjoy myself too. Look, there's nothing like a win. But at Creatives 438, thanks for that comment. Why are Nigerians like this? I watched the Morocco game and Egypt. You could feel they were tense. It took a while for the goals to come, but I didn't see their fans bashing them. Let me tell you guys, Nigerians, I have a hot take. Nigeria were very fair weather fans. Do you see the way the Senegalese were supporting their country when they came out for training? Do you know how many comments I've seen from Nigerians saying, this team, they don't do anything, rubbish. Why do we only want to support them when things are going well? Are you not still Nigerian? Why must we do fair weather fanship? I don't like it. Support the boys. We've won the match. Be happy. Complain. Yes, you're not going to walk up. Yes, there's apathy of national team. But how will he come back? Back the country. I hate it so much. Everything, complain. What to J-Horse? You don't want to grind, you complain. Don't complain. Back the team. Thank you very much for that comment, Creatives. I love you. One bossa for you, Seth. I'm going to go and create a soundboard so I can be doing additional soundboards there. Akimbode Folusho says, Sanusi is poor. We need a better left back. You're right. But like I said, Agu is injured. So it's one of those ones just have to live with, you know. One thing is for sure, I miss Benjamin Frederick. The defense was really shaky. We need to stop with the 4-4-2. Play 3 in field and regain control. That's how we always let minnows into games. We lose control. I totally agree. If we face a bigger team, we are finished. This defense is what we have. Guys, give me 1 minute. Literally 1 minute. Tolu, sorry, can I borrow for 1 minute, please? Just 1 minute. Remember, Tolu, when we were disappointed when we lost to Congo? Yeah, remember, we are not fair weather Nigerian fans. We're always here. He's going to just go through some of the comments for a minute. Sorry, I have a housekeeping issue. I need to talk to my family member real quick. God bless. I'll be back. We're going through the whole show. Stay locked in. Guys, when I don't give me any money, now wow.
Okay, so comments are flowing now. Iwobi should have been captain. Well, I don't know how I feel about that one, man. Indeed is doing some things for us. But I do agree that if Indeed is not there, Iwobi should be captain. Shimi Ajayi. The formation is bad. I don't know. The formation is interesting on that point because when we play 4-4-2 to start, we get the wingers to come inside and then fullbacks to go across. So from that point of view, I think we don't get the best quality into the box with this formation. And I think Eric Chell is the coach is not managing the team well. Honeycomb TV. I think he's doing his best for now, but I think the main thing is he hasn't been able to sort out defense or at least build a unit because we seem to keep on conceding like cheap goals. The goal today that Tanzania scored was really cheap. So we need to work on that from our own point of view. Not a bad game. We could have done better, but we cannot be sleeping. I do agree that, again, the pace of the play needs to be faster. Like, Tanzania should not, ideally, they should not be able to live with us if we play fast, especially guys like it will be in the midfield. Maybe this was a chance to play a different type of midfield combination to help that. And someone said the keeper poor. I believe rain. No, the rain didn't disturb the game. The rain would have even made the passing even better. I can see how Iwobi was dropping those sleek passes. So I think no, it's good. Awoshikan, yes. Mola is well and truly back. We need him. He's been on for his country, for his club recently, Atalanta. A few goals, but he's back now, so we need him. Yes, I agree with you. Bounty Harvest International. The defense was not so strong. In Didi, I feel like Didi in front and the back four need to work on their coordination a lot because in the first half, we were seeing a lot of runs from Tanzania players getting in behind, easily playing 2v2 on the counter attack. And again, when we watch a team like Senegal, where those attacks, they get killed before they even start, we have a long way to go from a defensive point of view. Well, we have quality on paper, but not in the field. It's very hard to agree with that. In attack, we have really good quality. I mean, Chukwueze is coming in with a lot of form. So is Iwobi. Ademola Lookman was, African Footballer of the Year. Victor Osimhen is one of the best strikers in the world. Probably the top goal scorer in Champions League right now. So on paper and on the field, we have top quality attackers. But I think the defense is where we're really concerned about. But we need to play next game. We need to start playing faster. We need to move the ball quickly. I want to, as a group of Nigerians, we need to be more optimistic that our team can win. 2-1 is not bad. We have 3 points. We keep it pushing. But again, it's good for us to highlight the good things that we're doing and the things that we can improve. Definitely, we need to find a way how we can build up faster, how we can get players in good positions when Iwobi has the ball, because he seems to be the one who can distribute for us. And if we can get the distribution right, I think players like Ako Adams and Victor Osimhen will be able to show what they're good at. My only concern, again, like I mentioned earlier, is with the formation, the 4-4-2 that we started with, the wingers come inside. So a lot of the crosses that we're putting into the box are coming from our fullbacks, who currently are not the best crossers. So if there's a way that can be changed around a little, maybe we can get a few crosses from Chukwueze, because again, that right side was free because we were playing so narrow. And I think that's the thing that Eric Chelle has done since he came in to make the team play narrow, but at the same time, that's improved our attack, but the balance is kind of missing. So we're still seeing how he sorts it out. But the defense for me is still the key. Even though it's not a league title, defense wins leagues, but you need to be able to defend well and prevent teams like Tanzania from not entering your box. Osimhen will score for sure in one of these games, and we'll be patient with him because whether it's in the quarterfinal or semi-final or the final, I think he will have something for us. Why is Bali still in goal? I mean, it's what I don't know the story behind it, but I know that Maduka Okoye is definitely collecting a lot of clean sheets with Udinese this season. I think at least 5 so far. So it's a good question to ask why we don't have a goalkeeper that is actually of a high top 5 standard. We have defenders that are playing for Fulham. We have defenders that are playing for Forest. Why is our keeper not the same level? So it's a question to ask why is Bali still in goal. Tanzania goalkeeper is the man of the match. From Tanzania point of view, yes. In fact, let me have a look at how many saves he made, because the previous match when I watched Senegal play Botswana, goalkeeper made about 10 saves. The Botswana goalkeeper made 10 saves. So over here, I mean, the Tanzania goalkeeper made 8 saves, which is too bad. But again, we had 21 shots on goal, 11 on target. We can do a bit better in terms of creating clear-cut chances. But again, you take the 3 points and move on. It's the first game of the tournament, and like Olu said, it's been a while since we actually won an opening game rather, with a lot of goals. So let's keep it pushing.
Firstly, before Tolu continues, W's in the chat for Tolu. W's in the chat for Tolu. Firstly, how do you gauge Tolu's analysis? I asked my friend, he said amazing. And then also, W's in the chat for Nigeria. W's in the chat for Nigeria as well.
Akko played masterclass this night. I think Akko, I was mentioning earlier, I think Akko Adams is one of the best foils that we have to play next to Osimhen. I think he brings out a lot in Osimhen and Iwobi. And we need to see more of that. The problem is, if you have those 2 playing, then where do you put Ademola Lookman? But again, Eric Shelley should be on job with that. Yeah, the wet pitch played a role. Yeah, a positive role, I must say, because you can see those slick passes that we're playing. I think the problem is this lineup that we have only had 1 passer in the middle. If you could bring in another passer, maybe play Dele Bashiru in the middle, see how you can do, like a 4-3-3 or something, but it could be difficult fitting in Akko Adams and Osimhen in a 4-3-3. But again, we have the 3 points and we're attacking.
Okay, you've gone through the comments.
Oh, not all of them. I mean, highlights in there.
Shout out to everybody. Also, Joshua, let's see Josh in the camera.
Oh shit, where am I?
No, just look right there. Look right there in the camera.
That's the camera there.
Yeah, we can see you bend down. Yeah, there we go.
Come on, nice.
Also, an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, always.
Gunners.
Best in the world.
Shout out to everybody.
Hey, shout out to Arsenal.
It's nice to be able to watch Nigeria with your friends, right? Not just by yourself in London. Obviously, Tolu's always there for me and Okwe. But we move. So, anyway, guys, are there any comments I've not yet gone through?
Guys, positive vibes. We got this tournament.
Exactly, positive vibes. You heard from the man himself.
Positive vibes.
No, still in the view. Yeah, so there we go, man. So, guys, get me lit, man. Get me lit. What are we talking about? You already know the kind of wala that I went through today to get this live even popping in the first place. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody for supporting. If you're watching this live post-match reaction right now and you are yet to like the video, it is one of the things you could do for free to help us boost the channel. So please, 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 I would really appreciate. Just show us love now. You know, Nigeria, we like to show ourselves love now. Now we didn't show ourselves love so far. You know, now that Super Eagles have won, please like the video, share, subscribe. Remember, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. At the moment, we are now, thanks to all your kind behavior, at 9,724 subscribers. That means officially, we need 250 plus 26, my mathematics, 276 followers, subscribers to reach 10,000. So that's all thanks to you guys. So let's get into the post-match reaction. By the way, we're watching the Tunisia game in front of us, so we'll be looking at how that's going as well. I like the positive vibes chat. Look, how do you guys even like Tolu's analysis? Let me know if we should get Tolu on some more, because This is one of my best friends, so we can always get him on the chat. You know, Man United fan, by the way. That's the one thing we don't like. But you know, the rest will manage. Shout out to everybody. I only want to see positive vibes. He won't be man of the match, I agree, but we'll get into that. If we lose, you will lose. No, you're not losing me, guys. Thank you, guys. Congratulations to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Like I said, one of the things I'm loving so far is that in this AFCON, we are not seeing any of the big teams get, what am I trying to say? No big team has been embarrassed or not done what they need to do, if that makes sense, you know. And I think that's something that we're all very excited to see, you know. Very, very exciting.
Conditions are there for them to take.
Exactly, and just fantastic to see. I'll be honest, guys. I'm going to learn how to figure out how to feature super chats. Wow. We got our first super chat of AFCON. W's in the chat. Thank you very much, Tenero. God bless you. I see Australian dollars, right? That means you live in Australia. I used to live there for a year. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Oh, we got a second one. Eagles tracker, your team, man. My brother. Come on, Super Eagles, man. Come on, Super Eagles. Always. Very, very excited. Very exciting. Brian said he predicted one margin win. I'm not surprised. That was really good from us. Mudiaga says my only concern is movement is too slow. I get what you mean, but like in the first half, I still think we created enough chances based on, the game states. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, we had enough chances to score more than 2 goals. Yeah.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's more about how can we, even if we're not scoring more than 2, how can we prevent them from scoring 1?
Exactly.
That's also important.
Exactly.
You have to control the game.
And look at the way Tanzania equalized and shook us to shock.
Yeah.
I feel like Nigeria another time we may have ended up drawing that match or losing. But I like how we immediately scored our second goal straight away. We no waste time. So that was amazing to see, man. We don't even waste time. Yeah. So pretty good to see, I like some of these comments. Uchenna was to shout out to you. Said offensive wise, this is best I've seen Super Eagles. I told people we're not bad at offensively. We just need to be more clinical. I think one of my biggest takeaways from this is being more clinical, because we will not be able to get away with being this profligate against better teams. That profligacy is what cost us against DR Congo, as we all know. It's even what made us have to play extra time against Gabon. So that pattern we need to see stop. I like what he said. Those complaining don't know. We'll not abuse anybody, but no complaints. Okay, first hot take. Tell to reduce that voice, man. Sorry, my bro. Sorry, guys. Hot take from CCamZ04. He said Nigeria seems to always tune performance to match their opponents. Super fantastic against top teams and tunes it down to match lower teams. You're completely right. We were even talking about it ourselves here just now. Nigeria like to match their opponents. When they are playing big boys, all of a sudden we play big. When we are playing small boys, it's as if we take them for granted. So that's a fantastic hot take, and I agree with you 100%. My space says, I beg my guy, this is Nigeria versus Tanzania. We're happy for the win, but we expect more. See how Senegal dominated Botswana. That's what we expected. Botswana are not as good as Tanzania. Oh. Don't be deceived, though. Tanzania beats Guinea home and away to qualify for AFCON. They beat Guinea home and away. I checked it. Let's not act like these people are just nonsense. Tanzania are hosting the next AFCON with Uganda and Kenya in the summer of 2027. Bro, they are determined to play as well as they can. So don't disrespect them. Do not disrespect them. My brother, I know you expect Nigeria, but look, Tanzania are better than Botswana. In fact, before we go forward, before I forget, I'm about to go and pull up all Nigeria's first games at AFCON since 2010, so that you will know how unique today is. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I will run it all by everybody now, so that we will know. So, let's start. Since 2010, we have been to... This is going to be our 6th AFCON since 2010. You are with me? 2010, I'm pretty sure we lost to Egypt in the first match, 3-1. We'll go there. We will go there. I want everybody to remember so that we'll stop complaining and celebrate today. Listen, 12th January 2010, Egypt 3, Nigeria 1. Chinedu Obasi scored first. Egypt gave us 3. We lost. Mind you, the next time we played AFCON 2013, mind you, we still came third in that tournament after losing our first game. Then we went to 2013. Everybody knows what happens in 2013. That's the last time Nigeria won the African Cup of Nations, chat. What did we do in that tournament? Our first game, we played, is it Burundi? I think it was Burundi. We beat them 1-0. Let me just triple check that. No, it was not. We played Burkina Faso. Thank you. When we won AFCON in 2013, we even drew our first match. We considered a last-minute equalizer to Bilal Traore. Emenike put us up in the lead. That means 2010, we know win our first game. 2013, we know win our first game. Oh. Super Eagles of Nigeria. Oh. And 2013, we won AFCON. Oh. 2019, we now came again. We came third. First match of AFCON. Guess what Super Eagles did? Guess what Super Eagles did? We beat Burundi 1-0. Burundi. The first thing I heard about Burundi was that they had war. We beat them 1-0. Igalo had to score in the 77th minute to bail us out in 2019. Wait till see somebody said their statement about Super Eagles. 2021 AFCON. This is the first one we now finally won our first game and we beat Egypt. But guess what? We started our tournament well. Simon watched our life. We thought it was amazing. We won our first 3 games. We now played Tunisia in the round of 16. What happened? Bye yo. That's one of the only 4 times Nigeria has gone to AFCON and not made out. Let us respect our country. We not be small boys. Stop this rubbish. Stop it. If we're not going to look at the history and just complain, then what are we doing here? Mind you, I'm not done. No. Last AFCON, we went to what? The final. Yes or yes? What did we do in our first game against Equatorial Guinea? We considered first. Osimhen equalized. I say all this to say, the last time the Super Eagles of Nigeria started an AFCON by really thrashing their opponents, I remember watching 2000 AFCON, Nigeria, Tunisia, first match. That's the first Super Eagles game I watched with my eyes in the stadium. We beat them 4-2. Ikpeba, 2 goals. Okocha, 2 goals. We were wearing this jersey safe. Okocha, thank you. So please, let us celebrate a victory. Stop this complaining too much. I understand the fear. You're upset you not go to World Cup. No problem. But back the boys. Back the team. Every day complain. Save the complaints for when we deserve to really complain. Let's say we now jabber in round of 16. But for now, no. You go here, complain. You go think say Super Eagles no even try today. Stop that. Okay, 2002, Agawa, 1-0. We beat them 1-0, Algeria. 2004, we now went to AFCON. I think 2004 is when we started with beating, was it Cameroon we beat 4-0? Or South Africa? Get me lit. 2004 AFCON. Then we keep Boston to the scene. First game of the tournament. Nigeria 0, Morocco 1. We even lost. That means we lost. Guys, are you seeing a pattern here? So that means that we won our first game in 2000, 2002, and potentially 2006. I think we won our first game in 2006. We won 3-3. Tie against Ghana. 2000, 2002, 2006, and you have to go all the way to 2019. Till Nigeria won their first game again. 2008, I don't think we won our first game. Because I remember we went out in Ghana when they were hosting it. We went out in quarterfinals. So, guys, my point is, do not be deceived that we are a big name. We are not used to winning our first game at AFCON. 2008, we lost to Ivory Coast, Salomon Kalou. 2000, 2002, 2006, 2019. This is only the 5th time in 25 years Nigeria have won their first game at AFCON. So, I rest my case. God bless you, my space. Please, I love how you always support the channel. God will bless you. But I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that you should be happy with this win. So please stop complaining. We even played well. Like what we doing here? All right. Don't be in the chat. I'll go through the comments, then we'll do this. We'll start this live review properly, and then we'll watch Tunisia, and then we'll get some people to join the channel, and then we'll all go home and be happy. Shout out to everybody who put in a like, a share, or subscribed. God bless you all. I love this community. I appreciate what you guys do for us. Now you guys will make sure we know small again. No, the fact that we're almost at 10,000, I can't even believe it, to be honest. And shout out to you guys for even sticking with me through the technical hooplas I was having for the whole first half. But now joy has come, and we must embrace the joy. Please, we must embrace the joy. We must embrace the joy. I refuse for us to be complaining about negativity. Yes, we can improve, but celebrate. All right. So, before I get into it and review the key moments of the game, let me go through some comments as well. Shout out to Tolu, by the way, for sorting all of that. Macho Mind, Zeru shouldn't play next match. I'll get into that. Shout out to everybody for the W's in the chat for Tolu. They said he was awesome, fantastic. Look, now why I tell Tolu make he can't put himself for he knows ball. Yeah, it's just a shame he supports Man U. But apart from that, stand-up guy, I promise you. Yeah, so he knows his ball. Maybe we even get him on sometimes. I like what FM6 says. We will grow into the tournament. That's exactly what we want. We need to grow into the tournament. Iwobi did really good today. Good, guys, he was amazing. Mature Mind says, if we're playing 4-4-2, then Bruno should play as left back. Saying he's okay, but not the best crosser of the ball. I see what you mean about Zedu crossing. I'm always worried about Oyemechi and his defensive work. Like, I wouldn't play him against Tunisia, personally. Uche now also said, only someone who never... You see, this one of the things I love about Nigerians. Very loud and ignorant. Come and see these comments from somebody. W's in chat. Wait, this guy referred to what Josh said. He said, only someone who has never played football will say a wet pitch and rain helps create slip passes. Bro, you missed the point. These stadiums have undersoil hitting. There's undersoil hitting. The point is that the ball moves much more slicker. Look, in Nigeria, we don't have undersoil hitting in any pitch. So I do not expect that comment shows me that like you are the one abusing yourself, unfortunately. Which undersoil we don't get soil. Abina, talk less of undersoil hitting. Exactly. We know exactly what he means by that. So come on, my boy. Don't make yourself look bad by that comment, man. That was a really poor comment. Uche now was to do better, my guy. Nero said the performance today was below par. I want the guys who think the performance was below par to come on and explain. We had moments that were shaky, but remember, we had 18 shots. 10 shots on target, 10 shots. Do you know how much money you'd have made if you bet on 10 shots on target? I don't bet apart from maybe £1 here or there. But do you know how much money you'd have made if to say a country will get 10 shots on target? So sorry about that. I just got feedback about the mic. Let me know if you can still hear me, guys. And I'm close enough. I'm going to switch to a wireless mic for the next one when we play Tunisia. Why Millie? I love your statements always. Thanks for always supporting. Positive vibes always. Who was man of the match? I think we all know who the man of the match in this game was, but we'll get into that. Eagles Tracker, God bless you. Hey, Eagles Tracker, after you now gave me a super chat, I'm now seeing your abuse of Arsenal. Arsenal are best in the world in the same statements. Chelsea, you and I are fake best in the world. Don't worry, we'll see you in the parade in June. You're welcome. In fact, you, Eagles, I want you to come to London, since that's where your own team is. Come and see how London will shake when Arsenal with the league. So, well done. I want to get to the point where I mentioned our AFCON record for the guys. Iwobi should be man of the match by Isdami. I totally agree. Ajayi was good, but not better than Iwobi. I totally agree with you. He said, make I go sleep. Repping from Sydney. Dami, shout out to you, man, for watching the Super Eagles. That means it must have been like 4 a.m. to like 6 a.m. or something ridiculous. May God bless you for supporting the team. Kafilat Babatunde. You see, how can you say Iwobi was average? Iwobi was the best player on the pitch today now. What football are we watching? That was inherent bias. Nobody should have caught the ball instead of trying to kick it or stop it with his right foot/leg. I think that's a bit harsh, to be fair. That was a good chance. David Awashika said Tolu Sabi too. I can't lie. Yes, Tolu Sabi, man. Shout out to everybody. Olatunji says Tolu is swag. Yes, and I know see the jersey. We got mount for Super Eagles. Always. By the way, the Tunisia game has started. It's 0-0. At the moment, 5 minutes gone. It's also raining. Guys, it's like every AFCON match is rain, dude. Is it that we're going to watch rain the whole tournament? Slicker. Tunisia on the attack. Okay, nothing happened. Nero, I want to say a big thank you again for the super chat. God bless you. May your pockets never run dry. Seed said Uzor for Nwabali. Keep Nwabali for penalties. Seeds, you all swear for Nigeria. How can you say you want Uzor to play for us now? How about now? Uzor. Bro, they want me. Honek Comic TV said Dele Bashiru is not good. He plays very inexperienced. I'll be honest, I thought today was Dele Bashiru's worst match for the Super Eagles. He was absolutely ineffective. Shout out to my friend Nnamdi that I called Nonso. Nnamdi was telling me that he has never seen a good match from Fisayo Dele Bashiru. Someone in the chat was agree with you. I'm not telling them that I was so stressed from changing the thing. I changed his name to Nnamdi. To Nonso. We saw Dele Bashiru, Clemens Zechariah. I wasn't expecting a high tension game at all. I hope after I went through the first games of all AFCONs, you can understand what my point was about that chat. I think it makes a lot more sense. Who is saying it will be his average again? Or anybody saying that is crazy. Eagles Tracker, God bless you always, my guy. Come on, Super Eagles, we appreciate it always. W's in the chat for the Super Eagles as always. Look, like I said, 5th ever opening game win in AFCON since the year 2000. Let us be joyous. Ebenezer says, Super Eagles almost cut my ticket. Thank God they not cut it too. 3 points is good. Olachi says, of course. In my view, candidly, there was no best player. They were all average players. Probably Kevin Bassi. I think that's a little harsh. Just a little bit. Just a little harsh. You know? I would say that was just slightly harsh. Also, my concern is Nwabali. I understand. You know, in the rain, he had some mistakes in catching the ball as well, which could have been a very shaky problem for us as well. Mature Minded said the truth is Bruno should play ahead of Zedu. I agree he was poor today, but I still would not personally remove Zedu for the next match, to be honest. It's not as if Onyemachi has been match fit like that or playing against Olympiacos. He's not necessarily been doing that, you know. Our Insights Edge Data Analytics said, Alex, Roy played well. The coach should work more on the defensive side, while Victor should improve on the performance in the area of one-on-one. I think that's the perfect comment. Shout out to you, Insights. Osimhen's finishing today was terrible. We can all admit that. There's no reason he should not have scored at least 2 goals in this match. I think that is very fair. But I think Alex Roby was amazing, and I think our defense needs a lot of work. Left to me, I know you cannot remove Ajayi because he scored, but this is why I always said they should play Ugbo, for example. But let's see what happens. Otu Efium, 5730. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you. May your cup never run dry. You're blessed. And your comment is, we can do better. Sanusi must improve. Sanusi must improve, he said. I think that's a very spot-on comment. Everybody has also basically allayed the same reasons as you've just mentioned, that Sanusi must improve. So I agree. Oh, guys, I finally found out how to surface super chats. Hallelujah. YouTube content creator. Oh, Tunisia scored 1-0. Wow. From a corner. You see why I said all the things we're not good at, they're good at. 9th minute, corner, header, straight to the net. Their captain, number 5. So at least you see Tunisia, they don't waste time. So like I said, Nigeria and Tunisia will battle for the head of the group. Anyway, and let's see how we get on. Now that the game is over, let me remove the overlay so you can see the surface super chats better. I really, really, really appreciate it, guys. God bless you all. I'm going to go through every comment I usually try to do. You guys know that. And shout out to you for that super chat, O2. Forgive me if I pronounced your name wrongly. That was really not good. Extend some grace. Thank you. I think everybody should extend some grace to the Super Eagles. The team performed well. We often don't play first in matches. Exactly. I think I said this before I started talking about our performances in the first games of AFCONs. So thanks for the additional insights. Are there any blessing? We beat Burundi 1-0. Burundi, exactly. Round of 16 exits as well. That time. Nero says the today performance was below par. I think I already spoke about this. I think Ndidi, but if you notice at the end of that match, do you notice that Ndidi was still there to help us clear our balls and to make interceptions at the right time? So there's a world where I'm still not sure whether Ndidi should not have remained on the pitch because he saw the game out. Ndidi's performance, I don't know whether it's a thing where people cannot just see it through the naked eye. You know, he has moments that crime scene, you know, I haven't complained about the one he did, you know, at certain moments. But I think Ndidi is so underrated in terms of what he brings to the national team. We need to give him some grace for sure. Ndidi deserves the grace. All right, let me go to some more comments then start with this show. You guys know me, I will talk. Michael Aleri, we'll watch the Tunisia game. I'll keep saying, like I said, Skiri has scored from a header. 1-0, 10 minutes played. Tunisians are already cooking. No time to waste. I'll be honest with you, the Ugandans look absolutely clueless so far. Like, they look like it's as if they've never played in rain at all. Like, they look so bad. So, guys, as I said from that comments, judge after the group game. You never know if Tunisia will draw against. I like what you said, AGS Hustle. Thanks for that comment. Michael Leleri. Okay, I've already spoken about that. Honek Comic TV. Instead of putting Bilibashu, you should have put Oyeka. But we cannot say the coach is not doing well if he just won the match now. He has not lost a game in 90 minutes except that Egypt friendly that was non-existent. You know? I love this comment so much from Sean. Sean is amazing. If you don't like what they played, give 2 goals to Tanzania and take the 1. I like that comment so much. Because honestly, like, that's exactly what it should be. You know? You are trying, but put the mic in your mouth so we can hear you. Guys, how's the hearing? Can you still hear me? Let me hold the mic. My cousin mentioned that I could leave it on the mantelpiece and you can still hear me. I'll change to a wireless mic going forward, as I said, for the live streams for Nigeria, so that I can just move as I like and not be bending my body. Adeyemi, you really know your Nigeria stuff. Morocco beat us 1-0. Thanks for the reminder. Exactly. Thanks, guys. We lost to CIV in 2008. That's what I was trying to say. You know, sorry about the audio. I don't be simple talking about the audio. I have a clip on microphone. Oh, I have one. Sorry, it's actually my subwoofer that's causing this. Because I have a subwoofer here that keeps reducing my sound. You know, men in tech, men and women in tech.
Yeah, Dobby's in the chat.
Guys, keep me posted on what it sounds like. Yeah, apologies for the audio. You know, we invest in good equipment, so I will not see such comments. So I apologize. You see the plenty love, of course. Now, New World says Tanzania score was offside. No, it wasn't. So we'll end up. It was so unfortunate because Osimhen literally had a goal disallowed just before it went 1-1. So it's fine margins. Dotu Oyeleke says invest in a clip microphone. I will sort that out. Okay, you have to regulate the volume on your side. How about now? Sorry about that, guys. New World said the boys play well today. I love that comment. Iwobi's man of the match. I agree to Jujob. Uche says, I appreciate you. Otue said, who knows that Super Eagles play better in AFCON or in top class pitches than when they play at home? Bam. We say this thing every day. We need to build new and world-class pitches to allow these guys to express themselves better. Mr. Gusau, I hope you are watching. Please go and give us better pitch here. God bless you. Thank you. We are very, very grateful. Michael said, I just saw the highlights. We played really well. We just took our finishing. Bam. Spot on. At Agadu, I need to get your name right. Agadu Eki Smart. Wow. Thank you so much, my brother. We have to surface you, man. Wow. 27 Canadian dollars. I feel honored. May your cup never run dry. God bless you and your entire family and lineage. In the mighty name of Jesus. That is amazing. Let me surface you. Wow. Thank you so much. I am really, really grateful for that. Wow. 4 super chats. Thank you guys so much. This is why we need Nigeria to be doing well. See how everybody has joy in their pockets and in their comments. God is good. God is good. P-Money said, people said Bruno is worse. I told people about him. I'm telling you. Like Ed said, take the 3 points and run. Simple. Take the 3 points and move. We go again. You know. John says Osimhen needs to be better in shot making. Fantastic. Agadu said, good job, guys. God will bless you so much. Shoaibu said, Calvin Bassi was very superb in the back. Zaidu was overlapping. My man of the match is Wobi. Was exceptional. I agree. Everyone's talking about Tunisia's goal, like we mentioned. Like, very, very good goal. North African teams are always going to play fantastically well in North Africa. But if you look at the shot counts, they've still had 3. Uganda have had 2. So let's see how the game plays out, you know. Thanks for the comments, Aaron, about hearing me clearly. And I agree with Nicholas that we need to be decisive in games. We never go 2 goals up and kill games off. FM sings, Shemi Ajayi man of the match. Over Iwobi. I think that's a tough one, no? I think that's a tough one, my guy. I find that one hard to believe, you know. Exactly. Kekeni said Bobashi was played out of position. I think there's an argument about that as well. David Awashika said, I can't lie. What will silence the haters who claim to be Nigerian is us winning the AFCON. we can actually do it from tonight's performance. Bro, I agree. We know small. We always go into tournaments. That's why I liked that statement of 5 AFCONs. We've only won our first game in 5 AFCONs in the last 25 years. Because we go into tournaments. We always play well when the team are together for this amount of period of time. So let's see how we get on. Thank you so much, Agadu, for also confirming that the audio is better. And I don't mind. Please let me know how to pronounce your name best, bro. I really, really appreciate your super chat. Ene Tamuno says, please, where was the match telecast? I am on Go TV. I didn't see the match to watch. I depend on snippets on social media. I'm not sure what is on Go TV, my brother, but I'll ask around. But I watched it on DSTV here. Timothy Shalama said, Tunisia scored fast. Did not waste time. Oh. Nicola said, it seems Simon is our only good crosser. This is why opinions are so funny. Because me, I think Simon is a very, very bad crosser. If I'm being honest, you know. I think that's just one of the things I always say about him that I don't really like. Aaron said, why did Shell never use Onyedika? I'm still trying to understand myself, to be honest. I'm really trying to understand myself. Joshua Fag9 says, Nigeria I will not use my mouth to say that comment. There is no way that Nigeria will go out in round 16. God forbid. That will not be our case in the mighty name of Jesus. At Tony Lawal says, I expect us to get better and grow into the tournament. Many eventual winners have slow starts. Exactly. I even said it in my big AFCON preview. Go and watch how Ivory Coast started last AFCON. Go and watch how Senegal started the AFCON in 2021 when they won. A lot of the past winners have started poorly. And by the way, I hope you guys are watching this Tunisia game. Or Uganda just entered their defense. So it's still going to be a very open game that we're going to see, you know. Shout out to the team. Aaron said he watched it on Bein Sports, if that helps anyone. Also, Tony mentioned that my eventual winners have slow starts. We need to make better decisions as well going forward. And Simeon, thanks for the kind words. I was able to catch that. You are blessed. Always like your objective analysis. Big up Nigeria. Big you up, my brother. Thank you so much for that comment. Dr. Football Metric said, Calvin Bassey really saved us from a lot of goals today. He really tried. He was fantastic, it must be said. Uche says, because Onyedika doesn't know how to track runners. That's a well, I guess that's an angle. David Abiodun says, with this porous defense, win AFCON will be hard. My only caveat is, do you see that Comoros still have opportunities to beat Morocco? You know, I caught the first half of Senegal's game, but I had to run and do something because of this traffic. So I know how good Senegal were in that second half. But AFCON is not easy, guys. Like, let's just give grace. Look, if we play this poorly, we didn't even play poorly. If we fail to take our chances in the second game against Tunisia again, then I can understand a lot of people's sentiments. Do you understand? But anyway, guys, we've been going for almost 2 hours. So now let me quickly go through my post-game show like I would when I'm doing my normal reviews. Now, thanks to everybody for joining the live watch along. We're going to sort this thing out for the next game for sure, I promise. And shout out to StreamYard for saving the day. Now, when it comes to this match, what are the key moments that we saw in this game? We know that Cole Adams had a chance in the first half. In the 9th minute, when the keeper made a save, that was a good opportunity. From the resulting corner, we saw Adams' header go off the crossbar. For those of you that say Nigeria did not play well, Adams hit the ball from the corner in the 10th minute of the match. Remember, Tanzania had a chance in 13 minutes after Semi Ajayi slipped, and the striker attempted the overhead kick that nobody saved. Remember, this is why it's good to refresh our memory. And in 37th minute, that's when Nigeria then scored our first goal. Alex Iwobi put in a fantastic cross into the box, and I must say, Semi Ajayi's header was top quality. Like, that is what you call a professional header. Like, he placed that ball in the one place that the goalkeeper had no choice of saving it. And I like that we scored before the first half ended, because that then settled our nerves going into for the rest of the game. Chukwueze, to be fair, should have also scored, but it took a few too many touches before he shot, you know. So it's an interesting one to see. Now, in the second half, that's when Osimhen first put the ball inside the net, but it was offside. But this is why I said that Osimhen has just been slightly unlucky. Like Tolu said, Osimhen just needs one to go off his bum. He just needs a goal of any kind in AFCON. Because the amount of disallowed AFCON goals that he has had at AFCON now is no longer good anymore. Like, he needs some help, you know. And I promise you that the moment he gets one, he's not going to slow down, because you can see the intent. But he must finish some of these chances better. You know, he got played in a few times, and the way he would just blast the shot or play it at the goalkeeper we need to see improvements from that side from Victor Osimhen. Now, immediately after that moment, what do we see? Tanzania somehow stung us all and equalized. Now we must say that Charles Umumbwa scored a fantastic goal. Like he just watched the ball as it sat while everybody else thought he was offside and caught the volley with his left foot and placed it into the bottom left corner of the post. Nobali could not really do much. I know someone tried to complain that nobody should have saved the ball. I think that was a bit harsh, to be honest. You know, there's nothing we could have done. But what I like about the mentality of these Super Eagles is they did not even waste time. 2 minutes after the Tanzanians equalized, what happened? Alex Obi had the ball on the edge of the box, passed it straight to Lukman. Lukman shimmied onto his weak foot, and look at the left foot shot Lukman puts to the net, which means that his Super Eagles drought is well and truly over. Go and look at all the games we won to qualify for AFCON. Go and see how many goals Lukman scored. Then go and look at the last AFCON and the kind of goals Lukman played. And Cameroon, the 2 goals. Angola, that finish. And I just love that Lukman has just silenced everybody talking about his bad performances. I thought he had a very, very good game. And for him to take the country on his back and put us 2-1 up, where we're like, how can we be joined against Tanzania? Like, no offense, Tanzania. If Sporting TV should call me now, that Tanzania fan that was saying that Tanzania will beat us, he cannot talk too much because we don't beat them. In fact, I like that you maybe do that research on 5 wins out of 25. Because in 25 years, because I'll mention that one when it comes to opening the AFCON group stages. So thank you very much, guys. Now, after Lukman scored, I thought Nigeria continued to grow into the game, but we saw Chukwueze and Adams come off for Moses Simon and Delibashiru. I've already spoken about Delibashiru's struggles today, but I must say that Moses Simon was good for the most part. But my biggest problem with Moses Simon, I've never seen a man that, how do I explain it? It's as if someone knows how to make really banging rice and stew, but they don't know how to present the food. Moses Simon will do the hard part. He will dribble the defender. He will cut his life, cut his destiny. Dribble, 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 dribble. Oh yeah, cuts back or cross. All of a sudden, that's when we see Wahala. You know? But I thought he did pretty good, to be fair, I must say, in this game. It was better than I expected. So shout out to him on that one. You know? Also, we saw Lukman get another shot that the keeper pried over the post. So Lukman played well in this match, I'm telling you. He will be then caught some other guy. Remember, and shot over the bar with his left foot. So we were really doing everything we could do to really make it 3-1 and end the game as a contest. Remember, I will be then playing another fantastic pass to Osimhen, but he had a poor attempt on goal when he tried to open up his body like Thierry Henry, but he shot the ball at the goalkeeper. Guys, look at the way Iwobi played like we're in Craven Cottage. See the pitch. All his passes, 3 lines, everything was fantastic. Then after that, we saw Osimhen come off for Paul Onuachu, which was right decision. Onuachu deserved to come and play a few minutes, you know, based on his starts for the season for Trabzonspor this year. And then we saw Basia and Nwabali make a big error that led to a corner for the Tanzanians. So everybody that has a few grips about Nwabali and his errors, I understand the sentiment around that issue that happened. You know, it was very, very heart-and-mouth moments. And on another day, it could have gotten much worse for us. So I'm telling you, it was not something I really wanted to see. But look, we move. But the worst part for me is Tanzania nearly scored from a corner. Guys, if you're still watching this live, watch, go and see the post. We almost lost our minds. We need to learn how to do set pieces. Nigeria, our next match is on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. Wednesday is for recovery. Eric Shell, please use part of Thursday and Friday session to do set piece training. May they don't come shame us. So Tunisia's first goal was from set pieces. In this match now, 25 minutes. Please, we have a squad settled Tunisia. Remember, they knocked us out of 2021 AFCON. Since that Tunisia match, people have refused to let Maduka Okoye breathe. To the point that he's now injured. He's now suspended after he's not come to AFCON. And he's going to be at home. But we must do the job for him and beat Tunisia on his behalf. Now, so that was the summary of the game. Shemi Ajayi was named the man of the match. And I'm not too mad at that decision. But we know that in AFCON, by the way, I love the AFCON man of the match trophy, man. Like, if you win one of those, you'll be so excited as a player, you know. But I must say that for me, I think Iwobi was my slight man of the match ahead of Shemi Ajayi. But Shemi Ajayi was more excellent, and we'll do the player ratings and also talk about them. So those were the key things. Like I said, to refresh your memory, in this game, Nigeria had 18 shots. We had 10 shots on targets, guys. The Tanzanians had 6 shots, 3 on targets, yes. But we also had almost 60% possession, and we dominated this game. So just respect the country. You know, my overall thoughts in terms of this game, very, very happy with the win, especially what I've told you about our record of starting AFCONs. But we're not good enough in terms of, you would have obviously loved to have seen us do like Senegal and put 3 past Tanzania. Another caveat I have for you guys, I urge everybody on this live stream, go and check Tanzania's record from this year. They have not conceded more than 2 goals in any match. They lost to Morocco 2-0. 2-0. I'm telling you, 2-0. And if you watch any other game Tanzania played, you know most of their players play in the local league. Tunisia were even there and able to make it to the Chan AFCON. They only lost to Morocco in the quarterfinals. I said Tunisia, Tanzania. Tanzania are not a bad side. They've not conceded more than 2 goals any match. Maybe I'm wrong and it's 1, but when I did my stats, there's no match they conceded more than 2 goals this whole year. And like I said, go and check their AFCON qualifiers. See what they did to Guinea, even Congo. So let's just respect our opponents. There's no small team in Africa again. But I agree that we need to be more clinical. It is my biggest problem with Nigeria. We create chances that Eric Shell. That's why I don't like when people say the performances are poor. We are creating chances. Look at Lukman. He will be bored with their leg now. And they're playing on good pitches. Like that Mr. Osu said something about rain does not have the pitch. I disagree. Look at how Iwobi looks comfy in that area. See how comfy Iwobi look on that pitch with the zip. Under soil eating, you know. So shout out to the squad, man. Shout out to the team, man. Shout out to the team, man. Obviously, we're defensively shaky. That's another issue in terms of my overall thoughts that I want to see improved on. I think in particular, the way we dealt with set pieces was not good enough. But for the most part, we still control the tempo and have the most of the possession. I like Iwobi being the link between defense and attack, but I like to see Iwobi also play further ahead of the pitch. If you can make Iwobi if you can play a front 4 of Osimhen, Lukman, Chukwueze, and Iwobi as the 10, then bring in somebody more secure to play alongside Ndidi. That way, we are going to be able to see Iwobi be able to even penetrate the ball far more, and he gets to have even less defensive responsibility. And I think that is where we could see a bit of a fine-tuning of our defensive setup as a country. But that's just my own humble opinion. Another great thing I already told you, Lukman has finally scored. AFCON mode unlocked. Let's not talk too much. Go and watch Adema Lukman's initiation video for Nigeria for the last AFCON. They said, lowly at the top, lowly. AFCON on my mind. Let me tell you, Lukman, they play with AFCON. No? Like I told you people, it's the only footballer that I knew when I was growing up. Lukman grew up in London. I'm not sure how many AFCON he watched. But the moment he realized what important tournament is, and he knows that he can win the trophy. You know, England, they've not won anything since 1966, since TV was black and white. When they're colonizing half the world. At least he can touch that AFCON trophy. He's already been AFCON Footballer of the Year. AFCON mode unlocked. Let's not talk too much. Also, Alex Iwobi, I will defend you. As long as you wear the Super Eagles badge, I will defend you like no man can ever defend you. Guys, do you know that was Alexander Chukwuka Iwobi's 92nd cap for the Super Eagles of Nigeria? 92nd cap for Nigeria. Do you know that by the time this AFCON is done, Iwobi will have 98 caps for Nigeria if we go all the way to the final, or at least make semi-final? That means God will punish whoever messed up for not making us go World Cup. Iwobi is supposed to get his 100 cap for Nigeria World Cup in USA, live and direct. But it's okay. He will get an AFCON qualifiers in March. But look, I thought Alex Iwobi was sensational. Guys, every time I come on this pod and I tell you that the effects of a bad pitch in Uyo, somebody always comes in the chat and tells me that, oh, the Uyo pitch is not bad. The Uyo pitch is not bad. That pitch is rubbish. It's rubbish. It's so dry. It's why when someone thinks that if it rains, that it's not a good thing on the pitch. Look at Alex Iwobi playing on a pitch that reminds him of playing in Premier League. He was feeling himself. And like I said, I don't want to see those people that complain about players being on social media. Go and watch Alex Iwobi's video, Day in the Life, weekly AFCON vlog. It's very insightful. It's nice to get this kind of access, see how players feel and prepare for tournaments. And my word, 2 assists today. Alex Iwobi, I have to clap for you. Chukwuka, big 17, not the little one. What I say? Big 17, not the little one. Another overall thoughts, there's still time to improve. We will grow into the tournament. It's okay. We're going to get there, guys. There's a world where we could have still drawn this game with those defensive issues. Remember when we played Lesotho that we almost considered in the last minute because Nwabali and Co made a mistake. Yes, there are moments in this game where that could have still happened. But my overall final thought is, most importantly, we won the game. We won the game. So quickly, let me go to the chats, but then we'll get to the player reviews and finalize with the hot takes. So a few more comments just go through from what we spoke about from this segment of the review. Let me know what you thought about the overall thoughts on the game as well. You know, David Abiodun said, okay, I've spoken about that. Owosu Sekiere said, watching from Ghana, watching the show live. Thank you so much to our Ghanaians. We love our Ghanaians, man. Also, guys, do not forget, I'm going to put a link in the chat. Remember, because of issues with internet, I've moved to a new streaming platform. I will put the link in the chat for everybody to come and join. On Tunisia, they are dangerous on Tepisu. And everybody will be able to come and give their opinion on how Nigeria played. Thank you so much. Shout out Ghana. We'll see you in the World Cup. As I already said earlier, let me not lie. Me, I like Ghana. I bought your jersey. We'll support you in the World Cup. Go and beat England for me. Thank you. Moses Awuja said, what were the scores? Maybe I should put my overlay back. The final score of the match was 2-1 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Up Eagles, up Eagles, up Eagles, up Eagles. Always, man. All up Eagles. Edit name. I don't need my name to show on there. How's that now? I've got to put a name. Okay. Few more comments just go through. Sorry. Like Aaron said, Nigeria need to work on set pieces. I said 100%. I like what Tamuno said. Another slow start example is Italy in 1982. Exactly. I remember that tournament. Then Paolo Rossi then took things from them. And then Dinosaur raised the trophy when he was 40 years old as Italy won the tournament. And Paolo Rossi ended up winning the Ballon d'Or. You know, Nicola said, why does Osimhen go offside so easily? It's a question we need to ask. He needs to improve on his defense, his offside awareness. I think so. I agree on that one. Shuaibu Bako Alkali said, what I've realized in the AFCON edition is that all the underrated teams like Comoros, Tanzania, and all of these teams usually surprise. Look, AFCON is going to AFCON. There's no small teams again. But one thing we've also noticed is that this is the first AFCON that there's been no surprise yet. Even though the smaller teams are playing well, they've not beaten any big boy. Yes, Mali should have beaten Zambia, but you have to say that Mali right now are not necessarily the biggest of boys in Africa when you see the way they perform, you know? So I think it's one of those ones that's like, you have to just look at it and just be like, one thing is this good pitch is still allowing you to see the difference makers shine. On Sports TV, I mentioned that we are seeing an AFCON where the difference makers for countries have risen to the occasion. Brahim Diaz scored the opening goal for Morocco. Remember, Sinayoko scored the first goal for Mali. Remember, Patson Daka, Zambia's talisman, scored the goal for Zambia. South Africa, Lau Foster and Apoli scored the goals for them. Also, some of their talismen. Then what was the final match? Egypt, Omar Mamouche and Salah were the two that scored the goals. They are star players. Senegal earlier today, who scored the first two goals? Nicholas Jackson. Slander Jackson or you like, Nicholas Jackson is one of the best footballers in the world. I keep telling people. There are things Nicholas Jackson can do. A lot of players will never in their life be able to try it. And now he has even added some finishing to his game. Yes, Nicholas Jackson will miss chances, like you saw him miss in the first 10 minutes. But are you seeing a pattern here? And then what was the first game earlier in the day? DR Congo. Theo Bongonda. Bongonda is one of their talismen. My point is you're seeing an AFCON where your star players are bailing you out. Nigeria, 1-1. Who scores the goal for us? Ademola Lookman, former AFCON Footballer of the Year. So this is the tournament of the superstars. Whether anybody likes it or not, I think we will see the superstars continue to shine and flourish. So even this Tunisia match, Shriki that scored the header is one of Tunisia's main players. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And we'll see the same tomorrow when some other big boys start their own tournaments. So really looking forward to it. And I really believe that this is the tournament of the biggest boys. And let's see how the rest of it goes. Just to go through a few more comments in the chat. Sanusi should really train on his crossing. Always overhits. Stan Khan said. Stan is all our fullbacks. I've not seen a Nigerian fullback that can cross since maybe the entire Taiwo times. Adilai. This right back, Ryan Alebioshu, I know he can cross. So let's see what he can do when he comes on. He'll be able to cook for us, but until he plays, we shall see. Aaron, like I said, work on set pieces. We need to see that from the boys. We need to see that from the boys. Joshua Fag, I'm guessing you're not a Nigerian. Let us know where you're from. Nigeria, we don't do humiliation, no, please. We don't do humiliation. Jesse Abel says, hey, Nigeria, we know Sabi play team. Bro, we had 10 shots on targets. Do you even watch ball now? Come on now. Okpai Jegede, thanks for your measured comments. Osimhen needs to take his chances and stop being angry when he doesn't have the ball. He's a passionate player. It's part of what is his best quality. You feel me? You know? So I get that one on that part. Also, Oladakbo Fortune said, my problem is not on the chances, but arrest defense. I like that statement. Arrest defense. Our pressing is also poor. I agree. The way they entered to our midfield at certain moments was not something I like to see at all. Nigeria LFC TV said, Osimhen plays like he's feeling the pressure. I'm glad Lookman scored. AFCON was good on the day. Very measured take. Guys, I think once Osimhen scores one, the floodgates will open. That is sincerely my belief, guys. I genuinely believe this in my whole heart. Once Osimhen gets one in this AFCON, he might end up scoring like 6. I'm telling you. So let's just watch. Tunisia, we go again against you on Saturday. Tony said, why and when was Okoye suspended? So he was playing in the match on the weekend for Udinese and he got a red card after 5 minutes. He came out of his box to try and challenge for a ball and he clashed with the attacker. I must say it was a very, very harsh red card, but a red card is a red card and he has to miss 3 games. So he will not be able to play for Udinese till January 10th. So he might as well have come to AFCON. Since Eric Shaw did not talk about it in the press conference, we can only speculate that he turned down the call-up. But I do not like dealing in speculation, so I cannot say that one for sure. But wish him all the best, and we'll see how it gets on going forward. I've never seen Nabali make an impressive save. Nicolas C. Did you watch last AFCON? Nigerians, you see people are recency bias. Same way we forget the rubbish our evil leaders do. We now remember the most recent time. How can I say you've never seen Nabali make an impressive save? Someone that was so good for us our last AFCON when we came second. Let's not be lying now. Geku Collins said Iwobi should be man of the match. I totally agree, my friend. I totally agree. Our defense is bad, bro. A good team. Joshua, we will grow into the tournament. We will grow into the tournament. Who's this person that put Abuja Nigerian bodies like 6 times in my chat? Please, this is a football chat too. Yes, we like bodies. We don't complain. But even me, I get my own body already, so I do okay. Yeah? Don't put that in the comments again. No. Last warning. Thank you. Tunisia have scored their second goal. Oh, what a finish. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Tunisia don't come to play. See the cross and finish. Wait, love now. Don't worry. Shout out my boy Moyo, man. Chelsea in the building. Don't worry. No, it's not going to win anything, but don't worry. W's in the chat. Love always, my bro. And then God bless, guys. Saturday, if you are feeling it. As we are moving now, as they hot. So, Tunisia have officially gone 2-0 up, guys. Number 7. Oh, my God. Look at the mistake from Uganda. Straight from a Uganda booted ball up. Their rest defense was a shambles. Slide dribble. Oh, my God. Look at dribble that guy. The ball just went to the left side of the pitch. He took one straight turn and played a fantastic cross. Oh, my God. See the volley. What a finish. Oh, my God. Abdi with the cross. What's number 7? What's his name? See finish. Clean. I hope you see what happens on a good wet pitch. Achuri. Oh my God. That was a finish. So guys, I see the frustration to an extent, but remember, North African teams always feel more comfortable when they play in North Africa to start. So Tunisia are 2-0 up and it's not even half time yet. So you see what I'm saying about goal difference? It looks like Tanzania may already be a better team than Uganda. I've not seen Uganda do anything in this match. They look absolutely helpless. But let's see, Sha. Anyway, Okoye, I talk about Okoye, yes. Why Millie said, I'm happy for Lookman. Thanks so much for that. Adewale Michael said, nice analysis. God bless you. Thank you so much for the kind words. Schweib also mentioned that Iwobi was the only one creating chances in today's game. Exactly. Bakare Farouk said, so are we going to the World Cup? No, we are not going to the World Cup. Congo are going to the World Cup. If anything changes, we will revisit this. Yes, we've heard some interest rumors, but we're not. LV said we need to work on not getting our players fatigued by doing subs. I agree. I have a problem with Eric Shell's timing of substitutions, but he's the coach. Maybe I'll watch the post-match press conference and see what he has to say about some of the decision making he made. Tunisia about to make it 3-0. This Uganda team are terrible. Oh my God, he should have made it 3. Uganda bad though. Wow. Okolo Fidelis, thanks for your comments. The most important thing is that Nigeria to the winning side, and may the God of football see them through slow and steady to the reach final game. Well said and very measured take. Ukeme Francis said, please, Eric Shell should be humble during interviews and answer questions. Why did Dele come in for Akisomiro and Edika? Guys, do not judge Fisayo Dele Bashir of this one game. Fisayo Dele Bashir is one of the reasons why this AFCON. He's the one that scored the winning goal for us when we beat Libya 1-0 in Uyo with 10 minutes to go. Even when South Africa came to play us in World Cup qualifier, it's Fisayo Bashir that bailed us out to and scored the equalizer. Yes, he has 2 goals in 9 caps. This is the worst game played for Nigeria. But I know a lot of Nigerians don't watch Nigerian qualifier games. So you're not seeing the workings when they are doing the work. You just judge based on tournaments. There's no world where I don't think that Fisayo should have been. There's no world where I believe Fisayo Bashir should have been dropped. Fisayo Bashir is still a game changer. He will go into the tournament. Don't worry. And also, from that statement, Akisomiro is also in the... Or you mean coming into the game? But Akisomiro and Oyedika are central midfielders now. Fisayo Bashir is not a central midfielder. They play different positions, my bro. Hey, RP Praxeologist, thanks for joining, my friend. Our midfield lacks solidity and creativity, and it doesn't help when the coach refuses to acknowledge it. We need solid creators in the midfield. We cannot continue to rely on individual brilliance. I think you're very right with that statement. Aaron said, I heard Bini should have had a penalty. To be honest, I think DR Congo played much better than them. So let's see. In my opinion, Sha. Marvin Barry, God bless you. One love, my brother. Up Super Eagles. Up Super Eagles all the time, man. Up Super Eagles all the time. Why Milia Lebioshu? Let's see what he can do, man. Samos, Ijibomi, exactly. Lookman doesn't joke with AFCON. I always tell people. Kenny said playing double pivot and he will be at the top of the key will definitely push out Lookman to the left and Akko to the bench. That's what I want to see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens because the way they entered our midfield at certain points was not good to see in this match. So let's see. Olagbenga Michael. Olagbenga Michael. Nice to see you. The 2 options we should have had in the striking force are Zirudez and Victor Osimhen. Tell me what that Zirudez's opinion is based on. He's not exactly scoring that many goals for Panathinaikos. Apart from Unity Cup, he has not scored a goal in a competitive game for Nigeria, unless I'm mistaken. I remember we played in the South Africa game, which was not very good, when he carried us to Bloemfontein. So I just want to know what that opinion is based on. Please. Ukeme also said Bright and Zedu were quite poor today. Is that coaching instruction from Shell? Watching from Oxford. Shout out to you watching from Oxford, man. I think I've been to Oxford one time in my life. Olamile Kon says, are you watching Tunisia? Yes, so I watch live and direct. Live and direct. Paimoyo says we love bodies, love. Don't mind me, I was just joking now. David Awashika said Chukwueze is cooking. When he unleashes, it's not finna be funny. I agree, man. I like some things I saw from Chukwueze today, and it will get better. Ikechukwu says nobody's talking about Akko's disturbances and cheats. He was the man of the match in the first half. I thought he was very solid. I agree, and he had a lot of moments where he created opportunities for us. Uganda just had a chance to almost score. Great clearance block by the Tunisian defender. Osasu Edeki says one love, bro. One love, man. Thank you, Kim Lu. I don't think Visao played that badly, but I think his decision making was a bit poor. Alan Emokba says Calvin crosses well. But do we want Calvin to be playing there? I like what he said about Sunday Elise praising Akko. Yes, Akko played class. He spoke about his lateral movements and said if Osimhen was positioned like Akko, his goal wouldn't have been disallowed. That is a good point. That is a very, very cool, good point. 1 second, guys. Go on. Sorry, guys. Just quick life admin. I like that statement from Kim Lu. He said, "Desert care, desert care, waiting at the tico, not deserts." You know. Thanks for the additional comments, David Aoshika from Sunday Olise. I've been watching his podcast also. I like to get all the information from everywhere as well. Ikechuku said defenders should be careful or better learn offside traps. They don't know how to set offside traps at all. They will improve hopefully by as tournament progresses. Osimhen is not really in the game. Love my boys. Love always. Thanks. Maybe Saturday. Are you out too? Where you guys? Oh, nice. Oh, love my people. Don't worry. I'm about to go and do some more discussions with the people. Love, guys. Thanks, always a pleasure. All right, back to Olu alone, just like in London, except when my brother is with me watching the game. Thanks so much, guys, for accommodating with me and for staying this long in the chat. I really appreciate it. Sage _ is lost. We're going to talk about Zedu. In fact, let me finish my full post-match player review. The last part I wanted to do is give my player ratings reviews, my player ratings for the players. Let me know if you agree with me in the chat or what will you do as well. So Steiner-Bali, I don't think he made any big mistakes, but there were 2 times he gave away corner kicks that were very, very unnecessary. Do we give him the benefit of the doubts that it was raining? I would say nobody was a 6/10. Nothing too costly, but not exactly amazing. Osai Samuel, I thought Osai Samuel was okay too. Left to me, I'll give Osai Samuel a 6.5. Also, guys, for these ratings, bear with me. I was watching the whole first half, but I was dealing with internet issues trying to get this live stream off the ground. So if any of you noticed certain things in the first half that I may have missed, please also feel free to tell me, just to give you the caveats. The Tunisia game the first half has just ended. Tunisia are in full control, 2-0, and they're looking like they're cruising. Now next, Zedu Sanusi. We've already heard about Zedu Sanusi today. Everybody thinks he was the worst player on the pitch. And I cannot exactly say I disagree. I don't think he was exactly very good in transition. I think in attack, his crosses were really terrible, as a few people have mentioned. And I want to see him become better in attack. I think defensively as well, he wasn't exactly like super solid like you would expect. So that's why I understand people clamoring for him actually to play in the next game. You know, but just from experience, I've seen Zedu Sanusi score the winning goal to win the league title for Porto with my eyes, with my Kuru eyes. I watched him score it. Go and check YouTube if you think I'm lying. And I just think when you have an experienced player like that, who's the best you have, you still have to rely on him more than, at least for now. Felix Agu has not played in a title race before. Zedu Sanusi is a Champions League playing player for most of the season. So let's hope he can do better. But I think today he really struggled, and I accept. Maybe it's also to do with his match sharpness because he hasn't exactly been playing all the games for Porto at the moment. So I'll say give him the slight benefit of the doubt because we won. But I still believe he will start the next game, especially because it's Tunisia. But he needs to improve his gameplay for sure. Let me know the other things that you found quite interesting about Zedu's performance in this match. But I'll give Zedu a 5/10 because I don't think anybody was so bad to be 4/10, to be honest. As for the center backs, starting with Shemi Ajayi, officially named the man of the match, I would give Shemi Ajayi, I'll name Shemi Ajayi, I'll give him an 8/10. Even though I still think that there were players who played better, whether I liked or not, if we did not score that goal at the time when we scored it, and look at the header, I always said Shemi Ajayi is amazing in the air. And my God, what a fantastic finish. His first ever AFCON goal as well. You know, like just amazing. I think it's only his second goal for Nigeria. I know he scored one to bail us out in one of our World Cup qualifiers against Lesotho or Zimbabwe. I think it was Lesotho, the first leg we played them, where we still had Pesero as our manager. But Shemi Ajayi, fantastic in attack. Defensively, it was good defensively. Like I said, ending in the air, he can clear. But let's also be honest. Do you see there was one time Shemi Ajayi tried to pass the ball to his left back? If you see the wayward pass, I'm still scared of how it makes me feel on the ground. That's what's my honest truth. And Shemi Ajayi is 32 years old. I know that's my age, but I know be footballer. 32 and playing in the middle, in the mid-table of championship clubs is a very different ball game from 32 and balling out for top 10 team in Premier League. But for today's game, he was man of the match. He scored the first goal to get Nigeria on the winning track, and I thought he was very, very good for the most part. So Shemi Ajayi gets a 8/10. Also, Kim Lu, I know is oh no, he's not talking to me. He knows now. Kim Lu, don't be harsh now. He meant to write Shemi now. How do you explain this people? We meant Oluwashemi logo. We know now. Anyway, Calvin Bassey, another 8/10 for me. I thought Calvin Bassey was really good in the game. I don't remember the Tanzanians defense getting the better of Bassey at any real point. Whenever I had to clear a ball or make a tackle or make an interception, I thought he was pretty good in the game. I will also say, I forgot, Osai made some good tackles, so it must be said. You know, he goes to ground a bit too easily for my liking, but when he needed to do, he did it. But Bassey, I thought, was yet again the anchor of our defense. Do you remember that time when he was holding his calf? I was like, yeah, if Bassey gets injured, our AFCON is over. So, Bassey, thank you. Please go and rub your leg. Recovery tomorrow, and we'll see you again at the next game against Tunisia. But I thought you were fantastic, and keep up the amazing work. In the middle of the pitch, I mean, I like Wilfred Ndidi first. I thought Wilfred Ndidi was a solid 7/10 still. At 6.5. Yes, Ndidi's at this crime scene of some things that you do not want it to be the crime scene for. But I maintain and I tell guys all the time, Wilfred Ndidi is a senior player. Look at the intelligence, especially his positioning to make interceptions and clearances. Towards the end of the match, when it was 2-1 and we almost did not see the game out, look how many clearances Ndidi made for the team. I still think he has very senior man intelligence, and we must not take it for granted because it's not immediately obvious to the eye. A lot of us watch football on the ball, not off the ball. So we're not looking at the things happening off the ball. So that's why you get this oversight sometimes when analyzing players. You know, it's like the Busquets syndrome sometimes. People know Busquets was great, but some people, they're not really aware of Busquets' greatness like that too. You know? So I think that's one way we have to be careful about Ndidi. But for me, Ndidi is a 7, was 6.5. Now, for me, my personal man of the match, Alexander Chukwuka Iwobi. 9/10. Like I've already praised him numerously on this live. Alex Iwobi, God, he plays so well. The most capped Super Eagle we have, 92 caps, 10 goals. Going to go and try to get yet another medal for the Super Eagles. He has bronze, he has silver, he needs the next one, gold. This is a player that his commitment to the national team can never be in doubt. He has taken abuse from Nigerians. The World AFCON final, some people abused his life. He still came back. His mentality is so big. Everton, when he was not going bad, he was not going well. Look how he resurrected his career. Fulham now is such a senior man player in Premier League, and I love to see it. Look at Iwobi playing passes on that good pitch. Imagine if we had another Iwobi and we could play a DM to sit down. I have two Iwobis almost playing the balls into the lines. We don't know how good this game could have even become. But I thought Alex Iwobi was excellent. Look at the assist. The first one. What a fantastic cross for Shimi Ajayi. Fantastic goal. And as if that was not enough, he still had a few chances he could have scored. You know, he had one that the goalkeeper tipped over the bar. He laid in a few chances for our striker, Osimhen, as well. That maybe they were very guilty of just missing. I thought Alex Iwobi was man of the match for me personally. So please, guys, stop this thing of fair weather behavior when it comes to certain players. You know, so I thought Iwobi is a solid 9/10 for sure. Now our wingers, starting with Chukwueze. I thought Chukwueze had he had a very good first half. Second half, the first 15 minutes was a bit of a struggle. We have to be honest. So I would say Chukwueze was a 6 is not a harsh score. 6 is above average. 6/10. In the first half, you could see the same tactic Eric Shell likes, that he likes Lookman and Chukwueze to occupy the middle of the pitch to almost be the link between Iwobi and Osimhen. Between Iwobi and Osimhen / Adams. And you have to say that if with a bit more better finishing, I think the way people will judge Chukwueze and Lookman will change slightly, I'm telling you. Because they do a lot of good without it being rewarded. And it clouds the judgments we have of their performances a lot of times. If I'm being brutally honest. But for the way things went in the second half, I'll say Chukwueze is 6.5. Also, we then move to my former African footballer of the year, Ademola Lookman. Lookman is getting an 8/10 for this match. First half, I thought it was pretty good as well. Like I said, the guy is always in AFCON mode. Guys, we all watch football because we love it. Some of us play, some people don't. Some of us just like, there's casual fans, there's people that watch during AFCON only. There's some of you in the comments that I know are always here. You watch every Nigeria match. Some of you even watch the club football updates I do, which I appreciate and not take for granted. But my point is, we love football in a way that is hard to explain. Do you get what I mean? It is in a very, very hard way to explain, you know? So we have to give grace. The whole point of me saying this is when you watch someone like Lookman, the hardest thing in football is putting the ball in the net, no matter what you do. And Ademola Lookman, The way he bailed us out when it was 1-1, because our heads could have easily dropped. Nigeria, one big problem I have under Eric Shell is we're always conceding goals after going 1-0 up. Always. We saw it against Gabon. We saw it against DR Congo. We've now seen it happen again for them to equalize 1-1. So what is happening? But to see the mentality without it going to 90th minute and to score immediately after, 2 minutes after, receiving the ball from Iwobi, cutting into his weak foot and firing a fantastic shot into the net to score his first Super Eagles goal of 2025. You have to commend Lookman because that is still the hardest thing to do on the pitch. And yes, I thought Lookman was pretty good, better in the first half, but he scored the winner in the second half. So for that alone, he gets a lot of our praise. Fantastic, fantastic work. Who else to go? Akko Adams, like you've said in the comments, Akko Adams was fantastic in the first half. I like him as a foil for Victor Osimhen. Out of everybody's auditions to be Osimhen's foil partner, Akko Adams has so far done the best job. I think that one is in no doubt. You know, he's very well able to complement Osimhen's style of play, and he's not above doing the dirty work. Akko Adams, the amount of times you see him on the side of the pitch or the wings, crossing the ball back towards the goal, but also having the work rate to take a cross or shoot the ball is fantastic. So I think he must be absolutely commended at all times, wherever, you know. Like, that is just something that must be done at all times. So I thought Akko Adams was very, very, very fantastic. And then finally, Victor James Osimhen. Victor Osimhen he did a lot of the hard work and the good work today by being in the positions where he needed to be to get the chances. So we cannot complain about chance creation today. Today's Osimhen's problem is simple: finishing. His finishing was atrocious. Osimhen went round the goalkeeper twice in the first half and we did not score. Yes, one, the defender cleared off the line. But the other one is as if he was starting his chance a little bit because he's probably trying to get the monkey off his back for this one AFCON goal thing. But he did a lot of the work a coach would love to see from a striker. You're in the right positions. You're breaking through the lines. He still beats the offside trap a few times to create those chances for himself. So I thought Osimhen was pretty good in this game. But because he did not score, I'll say he's a 6.5. Let me know what you think about that and how he played. So who else then came on our substitutes? Moses Simon came on the pitch. I already spoke about Moses Simon being good. I'll give him a 6, you know, but his cousin still needs work. Dele Bashiru will probably give him a 5. I don't think anybody played 4, you know. But Dele Bashiru's decision making was probably the poorest I've seen. There was one chance where he got from the right wing, and rather than cutting the ball back, he tried to blast the ball. Then one other time when he should have played a cross towards the 6-yard box, he then tried to cut the ball back to Lookman. And I was like, bro, what are you doing, man? So it must be, I must say, it's the most frustrating game I've seen of my guy playing FDB. But we'll give him benefit of doubt. And I'm telling you guys, this is a clutch player for Super Eagles. I know what my eyes have seen and so far watching Super Eagles. It's just the same. I did not start doing live streams of watch-alongs for Nigeria games early enough. So you did not see the AFCON qualifiers last year. But anyway, we'll give him a 5. Also, Onwachu, I thought Onwachu was all right. He didn't really have enough time to do much. I don't think I remember having a shot. But his overall play was okay at certain moments. So we'll give Paul Onwachu which dirty 10? 5. It's 10 o'clock, sorry, here. So that threw me off. Sorry. We'll give him a 5 as well. Or 6. He didn't do anything bad. So the coach as well, what will we give Eric Shell? On one hand, he created a lot of chances with the system he gave our team. So we have to commend him for that. It's not every day you see your country get 10 shots on targets in an AFCON game, you know. So we must talk about the positives, you know. And there's a confidence that I saw in their gameplay that they've clearly gotten over the DR Congo thing, and they are ready to make amends for the national team, you know. But on the other hand, we see how sometimes Tanzania were able to break through us in transition with a bit of ease that you would not expect for the giants of Africa. Yes, he's probably still trying to figure out his best settled defense, but this is why I want to see Iwobi off the pitch. Iwobi was man of the match in that position, but those transitions, Tunisia no be Tanzania, they're 2-0 up, they will punish us. So Eric Shell, like I said, if you don't make the final, you know you're going to lose your job. Kudos for the good things you did today, but please tighten things up, especially set pieces. I don't think our set pieces were good enough today at all. Please go and tighten up our set pieces, Eric Shell. I'm begging Eric Shell, God bless him. You know, but overall, we'll give Eric Shell a 7 because this is only the 5th time in 25 years that the Super Eagles of Nigeria have won their opening AFCON tournament game in an AFCON tournament as we went through the list. So stop forgetting that Nigeria, we always start slow, but and mind you, despite the fact that we've only won 5 of these AFCONs, the opening games of these AFCONs we have gone to, everybody still knows that Nigeria have medaled in almost all of them. The only AFCONs we have not medaled in since the millennium that we've entered with our Super Eagles jersey is 2008 quarterfinal, where we lost to, I believe it was Ghana, and 2019, where Tunisia took us out, and the whole world, the Nigerian side, that they're not going to like Maduka Okoye, and Islam not forgiving him. But make no mistake, despite these slow starts, Nigeria, we pack a punch. We always go into the tournament. So if our slow start is beating Tanzania 2-1, no problem. We take it like that. Remember, we always play up to our opponents. So do not judge Nigeria too much on how you see against Tanzania versus Tunisia. We will rise to play Tunisia and meet them where they need to be met, you know. But all in all, very, very good performance from the team. We can be more clinical, but I'm a very pleased Nigerian, and I hope you guys are also very, very pleased Nigerians. And shout out to the team. Also, by the way, did you see Nigeria's drip? Did you see our drip? My God, we look so good. To go into the stadium, the recently released 1996 jerseys, which I managed to buy one. I had they've already sold out. But by God's grace, one day Nike will send me a free one in Jesus' name. Amen. They will send me free stuff. I thought we looked like the coolest team in the planet, man. Everybody doing the dancing in 96 kits. You might as well channel some of the championship moments we've had. In 1996, we won Atlanta 96 gold. So since we're coming to AFCON to win, let's be entering the games with this new jersey. I just thought we looked so fantastic. The swag was off the rifter, you know. But all in all, very, very excited. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Now it's all about the fans. Remember, I'm going to look out for the Nigeria versus Tunisia preview. I will do that video tomorrow. So you should have that to listen to either on Wednesday or Thursday morning ahead of our Saturday night game against Tunisia. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, initially, AFCON, they put Nigeria's games at 1 p.m. Then all of a sudden, last week, they moved us to all these prime slots. Nigeria, big country, oh. Don't let these people whine you that are trying to laugh at our face about World Cup. Nigeria, big name. You know, see Motsepe came to watch our game. You know what your biggest cash cow, in terms of the numbers of people that you can bring. You think 200 million is a small number. Then you add diaspora talent. See how we flooded Morocco from all over England and all over parts of the world. Nigeria, big name, act like it, and I'm just so pleased that we were able to win this match and go up 2-1. Now, I want to say a big thank you. Officially, I've got the first ever member of the Nigeria Football Wiki channel, Sir P9394. God will bless you, my brother. Your cup will never, ever run dry. You know, may you always continue to be blessed. We're still working on the exact things we're going to do with tiers, because I want to make sure that we're bringing value for money to anyone who joins as a member. Maybe we have member-only live streams once a week. I'm open to ideas. I also want to see if we can do deep dives on information around maybe past AFCONs or speaking to people in the know around football. Do you know what it's like to be a Nigerian football agent? Do you know what it's like to be a Nigerian sportscaster? We want to speak to these people and think about the best ways that we can bring value to the membership for you. So I want to say a big thank you to you, and I really appreciate it. Now, before I end up talking to all the subscribers in this community, I want to first urge everyone who's watching, all 279 of you, to please like the video if you're just on this channel and enjoying this content. And if it will not take you too long, or if it does not take too much effort, for free, you can support me for free and show me love. Please subscribe to the channel. I will be so pleased. We are literally less than 279 members away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. So that means if I know most of you here have subscribed, but imagine if half of the people here have never subscribed and can just subscribe to the channel. That would be a big blessing, and I will be so eternally grateful. And thank you so much. Somebody's at my door. I am coming, and then we're going to get into listener comments, and we're going to get into hot takes, and then I'm going to get some of the community members to come and give me your opinion on how the game went. 1 second. Sorry. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Thank you. So just give me that. I'll call you that. I'm not sure. We won't be there. Just for a quick. All right. By the way, I'm always open to feedback, guys. Let me know your thoughts about also doing the Nigeria game reviews as live streams during AFCON. I think it's a good concept. Shout out to Emika for the idea alongside myself. But I would love to know what you guys always think. A few more comments before we get into the hot takes fully and then get a few listeners to come up here. I want to say a big thank you to all 236 listeners currently viewing. You guys show me so much love. You know, we've had almost 20,000 views. Like, I'm so grateful, man. You guys, God will bless every single person that's ever shown me love. Because honestly, I do this thing for the passion I have for the Super Eagles. I love Nigeria with my life, man. I love Super Eagles so much. Like, the kind of love I have for Super Eagles, it's hard to explain, man. Like, I can't even cry tears of joy, man. I won't lie to you guys, man. So to see the way people support me and support this channel, man. At the beginning of this year, we had less than 500 subscribers. I've been doing this thing for 4 years. This January 2026 will be 5 years I've been doing this podcast just to do my own for support Nigeria. Obviously, we've leveled up the content and tried to get better, but without you guys, man, nothing would have moved for me, man. And even now, we're just trying to see what we can do. That's why I want to go to Morocco for the round of 16 game and the quarterfinal by God's grace and see what we can do to also bring more content to the channel. But I just want to say a big thank you to everybody for liking, subscribing, watching, and just showing me love. God will bless you all. God will bless every single one of you. Even Olagbenga, Michael 7337, who just signed up as a member as well. God will bless you. Your cup will never run dry. Whatever you desire in life will always come to fruition in Jesus' name. And may God continue to bless you. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. So let me get back to where the comments were before we do our hot takes and finalize. I want to remember where I stopped. We're not too far behind. I was at Olagbenga. I think Akko Adams. Talk about Akko Adams. Yeah, Akko Adams not played too badly, like I said. Okay, I caught it again. So, Sage, I hope you could come and talk about Zedu's shaky moments like we just did in the review, but I would love to hear your opinion. Olagbenga said, I think Daniel and Victor Osimhen have the same characteristics. Oh, Akko Adams, okay. Desas will drop a little back behind Victor Osimhen and he'll provide assist. Okay, fair play. That's your idea behind it. But I'll be honest, watching Akko and Osimhen play together, it seems like they have a pretty good understanding of each other and how they play, you know, if I'm being brutally honest. So that's good to see. Shuaibu said our ball transition is very slow. Yeah, but there were some moments where it was very good. Now we're punching into their final third and creating chances. So I think maybe naturally as humans, remember the bad more than the good, you know. It happens, you know. Someone said was Wizard at Jobi's house. I'm not sure, but it was a good night. Shout out to everybody who was there. Osasu said, I think Nigeria's put their house together. Expand for me, my brother. Eraharui. Oh my God, I hope I pronounced your name right. Eraharui. Sanusi Zedu was the worst in that match today. Guy has no business. That's a bit harsh now. A bit harsh. RP Praxologist, thanks for always joining in the chats and always supporting. Shemi Ajayi was shaky. He said Shemi Ajayi was shaking. Man was sleeping when crosses were put in the Nigeria box. Is it the best we can do? You know my feelings. Anyway, we have Benjamin Frederick that will come back after AFCON, thankfully. But I still want to see what Ugbo can do. And I don't understand how Torunariga was not called up. But this Gemma, actually, don't say anything stereotypical because that's not nice. We saw Leon Balogun serve Nigeria with a lot of distinction. But when you see like the way things have gone for Maduka or Torunariga or what's that one that Shakara for Akoguma, is there something we can do with Leon Balogun to help educate the German-born players? Because you saw that interview Leon Balogun did with Joe Hart, saying that the German-born Nigerians are not they're not as in tune with Nigerian culture as the English-born ones. And I live in London, so I kind of have an idea of what he meant. So are there things we can do to bring that out of these guys, you know? I don't even know how I got into this conversation. It's because I read somewhere that Torunariga might have turned out the call up because I think Torunariga started games for Hamburg and he could have been there as one of our centre back options, you know. So interesting conversation. Olagbenga says, how about Moses Simon? I don't think he should play for Super Eagles. I think this should be Moses Simon's last tournament for Super Eagles. I think after this tournament, it should be done. We should move forward. He's already 31. And there's no need to be looking towards next World Cup. We need to recycle for the next generation. It will still take another 18 months for the next AFCON. Remove Simon, in my humble opinion. He's not giving us that much that we must be like, oh, wow. I know some of you wanted Educate to play, but maybe Educate could have even played in Simon's place. Who knows? But I would be surprised if Educate does not get minutes in the next game, especially over Visa Delibashu. So watch this space. Ukeme Francis says, shout out to you, bro. I didn't mean Dele is bad. I mean we needed an extra midfield in body. An extra midfield body to control the game better. I think I clarified once I read your question better. So forgive me for that oversight, Ukeme Francis. Forgive me, my bro. Forgive me. Osasu said Osai should stop giving players space. I agree. He looks like there's a reason he started his career as a right winger, not right back. It's Fenerbahce that turned him into this right back that we're seeing, which is quite interesting. But I'm loving these comments, guys. Thank you, guys. Era Haruri said, overall, the team is solid. They will get better as competition progresses. I think that's the Nigerian way. I took my time to go through all our first games of all the AFCON since 2000. For this reason, we always go into the tournaments. Nigerians, what's that song I love so much? Why are you so worried? Super Eagles no go let you down. I think I even butchered the lyrics. Where they will not pay to sponsor our supporters club again. I don't hear. Where's supporters club? I don't know in Morocco. Anyhow, Sha, let's keep it positive. We're happy the team won, and I thought we'll continue to get better as team progresses. Sidney Bokwe, thanks for always supporting. He says Saidu was very poor today. Midfield should release balls quickly, especially Chukwueze and Lukman. I thought they released the balls quickly in the first half. I think we always have recency bias of the way games ended, you know. But I understand what you mean about Zaidu. I like what you said about the team doing well and we must finish our chances. I thought that was very, very clear. But guys, please, this Iwobi praise must be as loud as disrespect. This man deserves it so much. He deserves it so much. He has been through a lot in Super Eagles jersey. I can't wait for him to reach 100 caps. Do you know how rare it is for a player to reach 100 caps for Nigeria? I think in our entire history, we only have 3 players that have made 100 caps. Yobo, Enyema, and Musa. But let me double check that because I don't want to give false information and I like to do my research. But I'm pretty sure it's those 3. Because, you know me, I like looking at Nigerian stats and I've looked at them enough times. Yes. In fact, as at today, Alex Iwobi has joined 4th for appearances for the Super Eagles ever in the history of everybody that has won the Super Eagles badge. He's now joined 4th with Mikel Obi. With this, his 91st cap for the Super Eagles. And he has 10 goals for Nigeria. It will be John Obi scored 6, but of course, Obi won AFCON and also got a bronze medal at Olympics. Iwobi has his bronze and his silver medal, but he's gold. People also forget the last time he qualified for the World Cup. It's Iwobi that scored the goal that clinched our ticket to World Cup away in Zambia. Iwobi needs to be respected. This guy has given his blood, sweat, and tears for Nigeria. He's the reason we even have a lot of dual nationals playing for Nigeria. He committed to us early. Yes, it helps that JJ is his uncle, but that one, if ball no day your leg, you would have been run out of the national team since. Iwobi gives his all, plays for us, and always delivers. Even moments where they criticize him and things go wrong, he still has the buttress of mind to still show up and commit to the badge in a way that a lot of players don't commit to the badge. So, Alex Iwobi, you always get your respect and your flowers from me. And I always want to buttress that point. So now, when he plays against Tunisia, he'll become the 4th all-time Nigerian appearance maker. In fact, there's a world where by next summer, Alex Iwobi will be Nigeria's 2nd most capped player, apart from Ahmed Musa. And when you look at Iwobi's caps, now starting caps, so starting, majority starting. Musa's last 30 caps, or like 25, let's be honest. Not just, senior man, you are our legend, Musa. We thank you for scoring 4 goals in the World Cup. They'll be giving Musa all these last 5 minutes. Come and play penalty. That's why when Musa retired from Nigeria, none of us, we praised him on channel because he deserves respect. But do you know the kind of praise Musa should have gotten? Somebody that was there when we won 2013 AFCON with Victor Moses and Emenike, and was still there long enough to score 2 goals in 2014 World Cup against Argentina. Then give us one of the happiest days of our lives. Like I said in the video, I'm not sure I've ever celebrated goals as much as those 2 goals Musa scored against Iceland. He should be praised so much, but because you leave at the wrong time, now see. So the whole point is not to buttress, is that Alex Iwobi is a Super Eagles legend. He's already a Super Eagles legend. If his career for Nigeria ended today, he's already a legend. But I want Iwobi. Iwobi deserves to hold an AFCON. Let him hold it. Then we'll see the way Nigerians talk about him. Because what he has done for the Super Eagles, wow, one lie to lie, deserves so much respect. and we must give it to him. So thank you for that. Shout out to the South Africans in the chat, CEJ660. Shout out Bafana for yesterday. Also, I hope you watched my live AFCON Daily Show yesterday when I spoke about Bafana's performances against Angola, and my surprise allowed Foster being able to score such a great goal. I was really, really impressed to see. Eke Chuku said Tunisia are good as set pieces are, bro. They're good, though. And this is Super Eagles' weak points, bro. Let's hope that they will train. No, Nigeria, we can jazz up for big boys. So let's see what happens, Sha. And Osimhen needs to score his first goal. I'm sorry, like how can you not score a goal in AFCON since your first appearance in AFCON, which was against Equatorial Guinea in last AFCON? So let's see what happens there. Era Haruri said, indeed, he was class alongside Iwobi in Millard Park. Thank you. Well said. David Awishke, I love these comments. The second Iwobi might be Akisomiru. Bro, Akisomiru is a player. Oh. Let's be observing. Oh. But Eric Shell needs to allow some of these other midfielders touch the ball. You know, like some of you said with Ndidi fatigue. I know it still helped, but we had Onyeka, Akisomiru on the bench, you know. But he won the game, so the coach must live by his sword, and he'll be very happy with that, you know. So I think all in all, you know, really, really good performance from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, while I'm reading the chats, we are officially in hot takes territory. Remember the usual format of hot takes. You guys all give me your hot takes mainly after Nigeria games, and I usually react to them. Now, to be honest, for the sake of AFCON and the reason why I want to do these live streams, and because of the amount of work that goes behind doing the live streams, I mean the editing of the hot takes, we thought we'll make the hot takes interactive for AFCON. So in the chat right now, as I'm reading all the chats that I have to get to up until Christian Annie Namekwe's comment, every other comment that should be in the chat right now should be a hot take. Give me your hot take from the game. Give it to me hot. All of you have already been giving me takes, which I appreciate. But now we want to do the official hot take series while I just finalize reading a few of the comments up until we get to that point. Bam D said up Super Eagles. Shout out to you. Kim Lu said it will be played as a pivot today. He did not play from the right wing. You're right. You're right. Did I say it will be played on the right wing? Oh, that must have been a slip of tongue. He won't even have to play pivot to Ndidi. Did someone say anything wrong there? Or you mean if someone then says nonsense about Iwobi? Basi to me was man of the match. Osasu said, I thought Basi was pretty good, it must be said. So shout out to him. He was really, really good. I love the Iwobi praise, man. Aaron said, for so far watching, my brother, you know it's like watching Nigeria and some of these results they've given us, eh? Then you now have to come online. Whether you're feeling good, whether you're feeling bad, you must show up. Look, I love this community and I love what I do. I love talking about Nigeria. I have my day job in advertising and talking about that, but football is amazing and it makes me happy. Yes, at the moments like today where you sacrifice and you've not eaten any food in maybe 6 hours and it's 10:19 and you need to figure out how you're going to eat. So just to let everybody know, we'll end this chat in 30 minutes so that I can eat and figure out what else can happen for the rest of today. Where am I? Basi. Oh yeah, the suffer watching. Hopefully this AFCON there will be no suffer watching. Nigeria will give us so much joy that we'll be able to bask in it, draw from it, and just enjoy ourselves and continue to spark joy. Because honestly, that's what I'm all about. I think for the most part, the Super Eagles give all of us a lot of joy and happiness, and long may it continue. And by God's grace, that will be the way it will continue to be. Sphinx 2476 says the boys completed more passes unlike previously. Exactly. We played football today, guys. We're still Super Eagles. We're not small. We're not small. We're not small. You know, Michelle Oberico, thanks so much for your comment. Said our Eagles should not fall our hand. Though. The Falcons won early this year. I agree. Like I said in the preview, let's give them back to back. Also, everybody, there's going to be another AFCON in March for the women's. And we're going to need the women to retain their title because it also qualifies. Whoever the best 4 teams are will qualify for the Women's World Cup in Brazil. Oh my God, you see the chance Uganda just had right now. Tunisia gave the ball away, but the lack of quality in Uganda is so shocking. So by mistake, let Tunisia give the ball away to Nigeria in those areas. You will see that Super Eagles know how to raise their level when they play certain teams. One thing I can promise you guys, we're not losing to Tunisia. I cannot see it happening. We have so much revenge for these people. What they did to us that 2019, that 2021, and the things it caused for Maduka's career, we have a date with destiny with those people. I'm telling you, just watch. Just be watching. They will not fall our hands in Jesus' name. Blueprint says, I bring you blessings from the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. We bring blessings to everybody. God bless everybody. You know, we don't discriminate against religion. If anybody is Muslim here, you know, we support your religion too. Me, I'm Christian, but, you know, we take the blessings and God bless everybody in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Kim Lu said, you're right. I expect Frank to be brought in for Tunisia. I will not be surprised at all. George Onwem, oh my God, I'm so sorry about pronunciations. George Onwemene says, I think it will be played well, but my concerns are Zedu and Osai. Their passes are not accurate. I think that's a very fair take and one that's been echoed by a lot of users as well. And he said nobody should be serious or there could be cause for the team to panic. That's one of my biggest regrets, the fact that Okoye is not here. Not anything about the comments, but if Okoye was here, nobody would know that if he makes a mistake, he will lose his place. But let's be honest. Right now, nobody is a cut above the rest of our goalkeepers. And it's not close. If Uzo has to play a match, Onwa will be shaking here. Even though Uzo has played in the World Cup and was the goalkeeper for the 2019 AFCON, he's someone that did not give us confidence at all. He was so bad that we had to start playing Marka Okoye when he was even in the second or third division in Germany. But people would not give him grace. When he was playing Sparta Rotterdam, starting in Dutch Eredivisie, we used to track him as on Nigeria Football Weekly. But for some reason, because a lot of Nigerians only watch Nigerian players when it's tournament time, they use that one opinion and just judge the player for the rest of his life. And I don't like, in fact, Maduka, I think, has been bullied by Nigerians. That's how I feel. Genuinely. Somebody correct me. But we move. Emmanuel Ona Olamikbo Olubi says, it will be the deserves man of the match. I totally agree. Michelle also said, can we rebuild a 94-96 type Super Eagles squad? What's really happening? We can, and we will. In fact, this is the right opportunity for me to plug my video where I spoke about looking to the future of 2030. I did a video about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, looking at what the Nigeria Super Eagles talent pool could look like by 2030, going to the World Cup. So do not be fearful. We are still coming. The one thing I'll say is we need another Iwobi. We need creative midfielders as soon as possible. As soon as possible. But in terms of our spine, center backs, DMs, strikers, we still pack a punch. So we move. Sydney also said, keep up the good work. We'll keep supporting. Love your energy. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me, and I appreciate that so much. Jola897, or it could be Joe Ola. Iwobi is my man of the match. I agree. Nobody should remain our weakest point. A bit harsh, but I know what you mean about the mistakes he made. Sydney said, keep Ako Osimhen pairing. I like starting team. It was compact. But if I not thought they should take more care to finalize things. I'm not sure I want to play 4-4-2 against Tunisia, if I'm being honest. But I'm not the coach. Let's see what he says when he does his press conference, and we'll see how that shakes out terms of his performances and go from there. Sydney also said the defense slept off some time, not about the center house, but the fullbacks. You guys are right about the fullbacks. We can see. Look, I think Alebioshu may end up becoming the starting right back by the time this tournament is over. That one I know he can cross. I'm sure of that one. But let's see. You know, FM Sings, thanks for always supporting and for always commenting. It means a lot. He says, we're going to grow into the tournament. We started well. I agree. Let's just keep it pushing, guys. We know small. We be Super Eagles. We will keep going and we'll keep pushing. Don't worry. We're going to keep the machine firing. You know, we're going to keep the machine firing. Thanks also for engaging in the Q&A on the play of the match. I want to thank all 4 people for the super chats and our 2 new members. I promise you, I'm going to work on that membership tier for you guys and anyone else who joins as this channel continues to grow. Thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, and subscribed. Honestly, algorithm. It's all for free, but you don't know how much it helps the channel. Like, you can't imagine the amount of work that goes into making these videos. I know it seems easy to just sit down and talk, but trust me, like equipment, if you see how frustrated my first half was trying to even get this thing jumping, I cannot even tell you how much money I've spent on internet in Nigeria just to make sure things are safe. And Tunisia have scored a 3rd goal. This is an absolute whitewash. Number 7 with the 2nd goal of the game. He's a player, man. He's a player. Who does he play for? Achuri of Tunisia. I was not familiar with your game. To be fair, at this point, they're just toying with Uganda. Uganda are absolutely useless, man. Wow. In fact, the way I'm watching this game, Tunisia will beat, Tanzania will beat Uganda 3-0. That's how bad Uganda have been. Okay, Achuri plays for Copenhagen. He is 26 years old. Okay. So you see what I mean? Tunisia, this is a player that pretty modest performance, but this is why we like AFCON. All of a sudden, see how the guy has turned to Salah from the right. There was a shot, the goalkeeper parried the ball, and he was there to just tap in the rebound very, very nicely. But look at Tunisia's cutbacks. They know how to cut the ball back properly. That's one of my frustrations in Nigeria. If we knew how to cut the ball back properly, we would have been going to the World Cup because we would have gone 2-0 up against Congo. But this game is over. Tunisia already have a +2 goal difference on us. So this already sets the stage for the game on Saturday. Nigeria cannot afford a draw against Tunisia. If we draw against Tunisia, they will quickly go and play Tanzania and win because I'm not sure if we will beat Uganda 3-0 with how we don't finish our chances. So now they're already on +3. The mission is simple. On Saturday, show Tunisia that we are playing opponents, Yatosi opponents. We are playing Super Eagles of Nigeria. So I watch out for the preview episode I'm going to do about that. So let's finalize the podcast. A few more comments to just go through. Olatunji said Iwobi was good today, and Iwobi is a senior man. You're right. Iwobi was good today. Okay, now we start our hot takes. So nobody cost us that goal. So that's the final statement. And thanks for everybody who's dropped a comment. Starting from FM Sings, I will just give these as hot takes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hot takes, and we'll quickly go through them. FM Sings says, who do you blame for the Tanzania goal? I think it was Zedu. He was immobile, probably thinking it was offside. You're right. Also, Iwobi is a top guy. I think you're spot on. Did you see Zedu Sanusi raising his hand for offside? I'm like, brother, if you just go and track your player back, you are telling us offside. Instead of you to go and track your player back, you're telling us offside wahala. I thought that was pretty funny and hilarious, to be honest, watching the game. I totally agree. But I still do not trust Oyemachi to do a better job, if I'm being brutally honest. I don't think nobody can take any blame for that goal. I think as a goalkeeper, you will concede goals like that sometimes. And also, it will be. Like, I've already glazed him so much. But please, guys, I wanted to spend all that time talking about Iwobi just to let you guys know how incredible he's been for the Super Eagles. Do not be deceived because he's quiet and he says he does not want to be captain, or insinuated he doesn't want to be captain. Iwobi is a big name. His impact for Nigeria needs to be studied one day. And in fact, by the time Iwobi's career ends, the same thing they made Ekong, they gave Ekong MFR today. Iwobi deserves an MFR, I'm telling you. He's going to likely end up as the most capped Super Eagles player ever. So let's continue to praise him. Olatunji Ganiyu says Iwobi is a senior man. No long talk. Senior man. No Iwobi, no party. He's going to be exceptional for us in this tournament and very, very important. So please, now that you have seen how good he is while he's doing social media, don't go and abuse him because we lost to Congo. That why did he post something on Snapchat? Human beings are allowed to post things. They're also 20-year-old men that are millionaires and have a lot of free time on their hands. Let them enjoy themselves. It's not everyday pressure. They're already feeling so much pressure playing for the Super Eagles. Go and watch the NFF documentary series they put on their channel. Yes, they branded it terribly, which is why the views are so shocking. But bro, go and see the kind of comments from Osimhen talking about how it felt when he lost the Ivory Coast game. These players care about the national team so much. And they are very aware about how much we praise them like no other country praises them. But they're also aware of how we criticize. We are very fair weather fans. I don't like some Nigerians and the way we behave. Almost Tunisia might score for Uganda. Did you come to just like be mannequins? Like, stand up for your country now. That's so useless. See they're passing inside their box. Wow. So anyway, thanks for that hot take, Olatunji. At Emmanuel Ono Olamikbo Olubi, we had a lot of great chances, but we weren't executing well. Simple, pure and direct. Today's biggest problem is finishing chances and being slightly shaky in defense. If we took our chances, they would have never equalized. But there was also an element of luck. Did you see how close that VAR call for Osimhen's goal that he got with that he flicked into the net? All of a sudden, Osimhen scores that goal. We are talking about that game, that goal, and raving about how we beat Tanzania 2-0, and we likely have even gone to score 3. So football is a game of margins, but you must take your chances. If you have 10 shots on target, you should be scoring more than 2. So Nigeria, please, finishing wise. The irony is we now scored 2 of our hardest chances. Because that Ajayi, that was not easy. And Lukman scoring from outside the box with weaker foot was definitely not easy. But the easier chances, Osimhen, those one-on-ones, please. I'm begging you. We must execute and finish because Tunisia will not give up that many chances. But also, Tunisia will never face such an easy attack like these Ugandans, man. Wow. They've been comfortably the worst team in AFCON so far. Although I know Botswana were bad too. I heard they made so many saves. So between Botswana and Uganda, almost not looking good, bruv. Rotimi Ajayi says, hot take, Iwobi played well today. He deserves the man of the match. He read the game very well. Osimhen needs to work on his timing and positioning because Akko is also tall. I love this comment so much. Iwobi deserves the man of the match. And I love what you said. He read the game well. Do you see when he was coming to pick up the ball just in front of the center backs at certain moments? He knew the right time to be in the middle of the park in the middle third of the pitch. But he also knew the times where he could go up front and take shots or playing those sumptuous passes to Osimhen. I thought Iwobi was exceptional today, guys. Like, what a performance, guys. Just amazing, amazing, amazing to see. And long may the great performances continue. I see a lot of the love is around Iwobi today and Lukman. So thanks for that hot take. Rotimi then follows up by saying, Osimhen needs to work on his timing and positioning. I agree on the positioning sometimes with his offside runs, especially timing. And positioning too can be better. Positioning to strike the ball. Like when he was running through on goal in that one chance that he now played the ball straight as a goalkeeper. Like if he just took his time, he could have opportunities to have made a better shot. And sometimes, remember you're a striker with a big shot, just blast the ball into the roof. You see Mamouche go for Egypt yesterday, just blast it up, you know. So thanks for that comment. And he said, I never knew Lukman was on the pitch until he scored. I think that's harsh. In the first half, he had some really good moments. So let's see how that goes. Esther Rodion Aigbe, she said, Iwobi really play ball. He really play ball, man. He will play ball today. Thanks so much for that one. Charles John, thanks for your comments and always supporting. He said, a win is a win. More room for improvement. Simple, plain and simple. More room for improvement. I love that comment so much because you're spot on, you know. And Nigeria, like I said, we always build into tournaments. So long may that continue. Esther also says, you're doing well. Keep it up. Thank you so much for the love, for all the support, for all the likes, for all the shares, and for all the subscriptions. I do not take it for granted at all. May God bless you all. Osasu said, but Nigeria should step up their game. First half was good, but second half was not good to me. Now, this is a comment I agree with wholeheartedly. One of my biggest problems, Eric Shell, is Nigeria have shown that we're not very good at going into matches. We are good at going to tournaments as a country. But Eric Shell, this is not the first time that Nigeria has started a game well, taking the lead. We did the same against Gabon, did the same against DR Congo, did the same against Tanzania. And in all our last 3 games, we somehow decided to let the opponents come back into equalize. If I'm not mistaken, even in the Unity Cup, Jamaica equalized twice against us before we play penalties. You know? And Ghana, I think we were 2-0 up, then he scored 1. But Eric Shell, why is it that we cannot see things out? Zimbabwe, same thing. 1-0 up. Chirera scores in the last minute. I want to see him figure out his substitutions and his tactics because the team always seems to struggle as the game is ending. We're lucky Lukman built us out with that sumptuous strike once it was 1-1. But you have to say that there was still a whole like hand-in-mouth moment in the last 5 minutes of the game from those set pieces. What is it that Eric Shell is doing? Is he leaving players on the pitch who are too fatigued? Is he not setting the team up to consolidate the wins? What is going on? So I agree with that comment so much. We must continue to have better. We should be going into games. Why is it that we keep starting better than we end games? I don't like that at all. So we move. At Afana Sports, thanks for your comment. Said Nigeria played well, guys. I agree. But I want to see the improvement in terms of just going into games. And hopefully that is something that we'll be able to see. One more sec before I finish the hot takes. Getting a bit hungry. Next comment is mature-minded Q&D. He says, bless you. Bless you too, my brother or sister. May God continue to bless you. The Handsome Devil 0828. Thanks for always supporting the channel. Tunisia are absolutely ripping apart Tunisia. That is not even a hot take. It's just facts. And they still have 17 minutes to score more. They're really playing so comfy. But guys, I urge you, go and check the 2020 pandemic. Tunisia unleashed a 5-year plan for their national team. What year are we in now? 2025. That's when them Hannibal Medri started playing for them. Look at Tunisia, that we thought didn't even score a lot of goals. Yes, Uganda a very atrocious side, but us, we played a bad side in Tanzania and we won 2-1. But look at Tunisia just taking these people to school. It's okay. We will go into tournaments and keep doing well. It's all right. Victor Hustle's question is, how many people will qualify from group stage to the round of 16? We will have a total of, that's true, Arsenal are playing. What's the Arsenal score? Someone tell me the Arsenal score against Crystal Palace. Victor also said, how many people qualify from group stage round of 16? You just answered the question for yourself right now, bro. Think about what you just asked. For the round of 16. So that means there will be 16 teams in the round of 16, my brother. So out of the 6 groups, the top and second placed group teams in each group will qualify, making 12. And the best third place teams, the best 4 third place teams will then qualify to make 16, and they'll round it up. One of the good things though is Nigeria, if we finish top of our group, we play one of the third best teams. So we were one of the teams that will play one of them. 2 of the group winners will end up having to play runners up. But if we can do the needful against Tunisia on Saturday, which is obviously a much tougher fixture, watching the way Tunisia have been bullying these guys today, man. But I must say, if you come across any Ugandan, tell them to come and explain to us why their country is this bad. Oh, wow, Arsenal 0-0, 76 minutes. Now, wow. Anyway, I'll check after AFCON. Afana Sports says, Nwabali looked dull today. More. He made some mistakes. There was one ball that I parried into the corner that was not very good to see. You have to be honest. Rotimi Ajayi said Tanzania's goal would have been saved if Stanley had played to the whistle. Sanusi went on holiday through Osai. I think that's harsh, but you're right about Sanusi and Osai. But I think the Stanley one, like, that was an excellent finish, guys. Like, that was an excellent finish. But the other ones I understand. Sidney Bokwe said Tunisia is seriously organized. That is not even a hot take. You're right. Like I said, they know their strengths. Very organized, tactically disciplined, strong on set pieces, and they do not give away easy chances. That's exactly the tonic they used to beat us 1-0 after they qualified as one of the best third place sides. And us, we romped our group stage in 3-3 wins in 2021. January 2020, sorry. So now end up losing to them. So we have to be careful for that game when it happens on Saturday night. But I'm very excited for that because a late night kickoff as well. 9 p.m. Is it 9 p.m.? 9 p.m. I think it's 9 p.m. We'll be there. We will be there. David Awashika says Iwobi would get GCFR for real, though. I can't lie. Exactly now. It's not a hot take. Like we must glaze Iwobi and let people realize the amazing things he's done for the national team. But the problem is our media do not pick up on these things. How many Nigerians remember that he scored the winning goal against Zambia? How many? Or even that one time in 2018 when we played Wembley, that is Iwobi that scored for us against England. His commitment has never been in doubt. Someone that has British passport too. So I love the praise that Iwobi is getting today, and long may it continue. The handsome devil said, referees helping Tunisia players. Every single body check draws a foul from the referee, but the same referee ignores when Tunisia does the same trophy on guys. That's not a hot take, I guess, but look, they're playing North Africa. They like to get some benefits. So just play to the whistle and see how it goes. But you have to admit that despite the ref, they've been very impressive, and this has been a thoroughly fantastic performance from them. Tamara Tanner Wilson says Osai is poor. Osai will cost us. Hopefully, he will not cost us. But I can see a world where Alebioshu ends up getting to the team and just forward. But I didn't think Osai was not that bad at moments. But of course, we know that defensively, there's some lapses we see from him that we not see from other defenders, you know. But I'm not sure if it is. I just miss Ola. I know, man. Ola, I know was here. We'll not be having these problems. South Africa, why do you let enjoy Ola? I know it's not nice to. Anyway, we move. David Awashika's hot take is your comment on Eric Shell is right. The lead and equalizing pattern is what cost Mali last year. Thank you for pointing that out as well. This is what we saw from Mali at AFCON. They were dominating games, but they could not see out the wins. They played so well against Ivory Coast. They dominated them for 70 minutes, even scored. And then what then happened in the last 20 minutes? Ivory Coast scored the last minute goal. I see Arsenal have scored. Who scored it? No God. Who scored for Arsenal? Sorry, I'll get back into it. I just want to see the Arsenal goal on TV. But you're right, my bro. That is such a great comment, David Awashika. You know, Bolu. That is the exact same pattern. Yeah, you're someone that I would love to come and give your opinion on the channel as well. To be honest, anybody can come and give their opinion on the channel. Like, we love everyone in this community. Tamara Tena also said, Tamara, Osai really pay you to deal. You really choco. Okay, Saka took a corner. Don't tell me it was another straight in. Oh my God, can I free header? Was that Saliba or an own goal? I love my team at set pieces, man. Look at that. Scramble, scramble, scramble. Put the ball in the net. Yeah, let's move, man. Okay, back to AFCON. Well done, Arsenal. Love you. Final hot takes. Tamara, sorry about Osai here. Don't worry. I hope you have a better game next game because I'm still pretty sure it's going to start. But I hope Alebioshu can end up getting 30 minutes. And we need to see Eric Shell show us more in terms of making the right substitutions and switching things up at the right time. Because this pattern cannot continue. Yes, you set up well. But as a coach, you know that there's going to be in-game adjustments. And it seems like when your counterpart makes in-game adjustments, you struggle to know how to necessarily adjust to them. So that's the whole point of you being paid for, even though we know you may be being owed money. Ekpele or NFF, please go and pay him. I beg you. Okay, final three before I take 2 or 3 callers. Anyone who wants to jump on a call, I'm about to paste the link. We will jump on a call and you will give me your thoughts on the Nigeria versus Tanzania 2-1 win in AFCON. Let me prepare the invites. Send this link. So I've got the link and just hold on to that. Final few ones, as I said. Joshua Ofualagba. I hope I did not butcher your name. Forgive me. These guys are too slow in their build-up and they don't use the flanks. I understand what you mean about the flanks because there was clear instruction from the coach to go to the middle of the pitch. But the people on the flanks are not the best crossers, which is a bit alarming. But you have to say that we found a lot of success going to the middle. We just haven't finished the chances. There are at least 2 or 3 chances today that if we finish them, we will not be having this conversation today. So it must be said that that's something that we would expect to change for the Super Eagles of Nigeria going forward. So let's see how it goes. Finally, Sunday Tosin Ugusoya, thank you so much for your hot take. Tunisia are showing us how to deal with weaker teams. This is what is needed in competitions like Nations Cup. We really need to be scoring. The more the merrier. Like I said, we will just profligate. We need to get better. But make no mistake, we will go into the tournament and continue to play well. Like I said, this has been an interesting AFCON because even though we've had great games so far, no big team has been upstaged by a team that you'd expect them to beat. Mali are the only hypocrites or outliers that drew to Zambia. And let's be honest, Mali are not exactly like tier 1 big boy, if we are being honest. But the rest, oh my God. Wow. Medri almost got a free kick. But the normal big boys, Morocco, win. Egypt, win. South Africa, who we have to now add as a big boy because they finished at the last AFCON, qualified for the World Cup above us, even with deducted points. South Africa won their game. Senegal won their game. DR Congo won their game. Nigeria won their game. Tunisia won their game. So literally, 7 out of 8 games so far, the fancy bigger team has won the game, except the Malians. So it will be quite interesting to see if that trend continues tomorrow. But I think it's quite interesting to observe that this may be the AFCON because all of a sudden, these good pitches, there's no more equalizer. Like saying, no, people can beat you for P and P. Because of how good these pitches and the amount of talent we now have in almost every team in Africa, this is when your technical ability will now shine and show. So this is when you can now see the big boys. Even Tanzania, look at the great quality of the goal they scored us. But you can just tell that the way we're able to open them and create 10 shots on goal, our talent is just superior. So I expect the best teams to really show what they are working. I watched the first half of Senegal's game. Do you see where Iliman Ndiaye was having a good time on that pitch? Nicholas Jackson, or more. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues tomorrow. Because tomorrow, we have another set of games involving big boys versus small boy. You know, the first game, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, I'm not sure of that one because both teams are equal. You'd expect Burkina Faso to win, but Equatorial Guinea did decently in the last AFCON and Insue is back. Algeria will beat Sudan in Africa. Maybe they may be ones to buck the trend, but so far this is what we are seeing. So you'd expect Algeria to get the job, even though Kwesi Appiah, as Sudan's manager, has done an amazing job to get them to the AFCON. You know, Ivory Coast to play Mozambique. Mozambique are not small. They finished second in their own World Cup qualifying group 2. But I would expect Ivory Coast to get the job done. And then to be fair, tomorrow we have the big blockbuster, 50-50. Cameroon versus Gabon. That one, you cannot say one team is smaller or bigger than the other. In history, Cameroon is bigger. But right now, with the way Cameroon have been going out of AFCONs early, while Gabon should have almost made it to the World Cup, you have to say that's pretty much as close to a 50-50 tie as you can get. You know, especially with the disarray happening in Cameroon and the firepower Gabon have with Aubameyang and Bouanga. You know, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of things we're observing about this AFCON. But already, you're already seeing that That anything can happen in AFCON thing is not really happening now. Look at the quality of goals we are seeing. Good pitch, good weather. There's no more, you cannot, I mean, there's good weather everywhere. But Morocco is not exactly the hottest country. So a lot of those things that like other teams could use from a fiscality perspective is gone. Your talent must show on the pitch. And for me, for one, I'm very, very glad that it's that way, to be honest. Long may it continue. Okay. Is anyone ready to jump on a call while I read these final comments? Like I said, I'm happy to speak to 3 people. I've dropped the link in the chat. Let me know if you'd like to give your opinion on the Nigeria game against Tanzania or the Tunisia game or whatever you like to talk about regarding the Super Eagles. Let's keep it timely just because, guys, I've been doing this since, 6:30 and it's almost 11 p.m. So what's that? 4.5 hours. And I should have eaten something before I started. So I'm just feeling a bit weary, just a little bit. Any joiners, come on, let me know. Remember, bear with me. This is my first time using StreamYard, so I need to even figure out how to make sure that I add you. So we'll figure that one out and change the context once it's gone. But I hope you guys don't mind my little like DIY background while I'm in Lagos. It's not like London with all the backgrounds and all of that. So I just thought let's still keep the joy of Nigeria. And it's funny how I have all these Okocha jerseys that I bought normally, and then Nike decided to do a campaign with Okocha. So we have all the Okocha content and everything. So just wonderful. But I thank you guys so much, man. The way you guys rallied for me with this issue in the first half. Oh, man. God bless all of you, man. I saw 3,000 views from a broken video chat because guys are still enjoying themselves. Oh, my God. I love this so much. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to get our first caller. I'm so excited. But let me quickly go through the final comments in here before I get you on the stage. Thank you so much for joining. Why have I not been using Streamlabs? This thing is so good. Few more comments, guys. Unduka Ku Nadi said, in today's win, there are lots of lessons to learn, good and bad. I love that comment so much. Spot on and very, very well said. Tamara also said, our wingers don't put in good crosses. It's a big problem, but hopefully we'll improve. She also said, in modern football, your wing backs are your attacking assets with Osai. No quality and Tupo. Osai really paying Tamara today, man. Painful. Vonta B Media said, didn't you see that Osimhen bicycle kick at the last kick of the first half? It would have been wonderful if it was a bit more power. My brother, let me know if I lied to you. The way I was fighting to sort this stream out, I need to go and rewatch. I must have missed that slight part. So I need to see that again, my brother. Thanks for always commenting and supporting Vonta B Media. I appreciate you so much. Black Panther is the greatest movie ever. Said Tanzania is not a weak team, though. I like what you said. I think it is clear Tanzania are a better team than Uganda. Guys, go and check Tanzania's results this year. Majority of their players play in the local league and see what they did in the CHAN. They were very unlucky to lose to Morocco, who I think ended up winning the whole thing. Was it Morocco that won the whole thing? And Fad Lula Mustafa says, currently watching Tunisia's game, and to be honest, I'm so scared. Do not be scared. We always go to tournaments. Nigeria will be Uganda now. Guys, stand up, stand up, stand up. Look at this Uganda performance. It's been a hall of shame performance for their country. I can't even imagine. I know 1 or 2 Ugandans, but I can't even imagine the pain they're going through watching this. Like, Tunisia should not be scoring 3 goals, But anyway, do not judge based on this. We still be Super Eagles now. Guys, come on. Let me go through this and then we'll get our callers in. Tolex Nelson, thanks for always supporting and always joining the chat. He says, not a convincing match, but we got the job done. I hope the Eagles get better. The Handsome Devil says, Tunisia are not that good. We can beat them. Nigeria defense needs to be fixed. I agree. Guys, Somto and Miss Vibes, you're both on the chat. I can see you. You're here. Forgive me. I will add you soon. Because I think Somto's added himself or herself twice. But you're here. Bear with me while I deal with the technology. Young Afro says, Ojo, I'm concerned about Nabali's performance. It seems Nabali's hiding his injury. I'm not too concerned. There are 1 or 2 moments he could get better, to be honest. But don't worry. We will figure it out with him. I just realized that while I was doing hot takes, I could have surfaced the comments like that. I will improve. This is so good. Shout out StreamYard, man. Damn. Black Panther said that Senegal team, fantastic performance from the Senegalese, it must be said. They were absolutely brilliant. They were absolutely brilliant. I'm sorry if there's anything cutting out. Like I said, let's get this done in the next 15 minutes. And let us get our first caller up. FMK said, I love his shows. I'm so scared. Okay. I don't like all these kind of comments. To be honest, how can you say Nigeria is not good enough to win any trophy? People that came second that you watched just 2 years ago. I don't like these takes, man. Like, guys. Also, if you must be biased now. Where's all this shitting on your own country for views? All right, Miss Vibes. Let's get you on the stage. Do you want to put on your camera?
Hey, Olu.
Hey.
Hey, we won. Olu, when I tell you anxiety won't kill me today. Anxiety wanted to kill me. I said the devil is a liar. I said the devil is a liar. First of all, I love your show. Love your show. All these bad belly people in the comments, I beg block them. Block them, bro.
I just don't like negative vibes, man. I don't like it at all. I don't like
just because we have a terrible president doesn't mean we need to take that energy on Super Eagles. Hey, draw.
Thank you. They're the one thing that brings us joy. Guys, I'm telling you.
Let's stop this bad belly spirit. Honestly, like, we're better than that. Let's not let the government ruin our Nigerian vibes.
I agree.
Like, honestly, guys,
despite the bad news. And I agree that we should not be so docile when bad things happen. But this is the one thing that brings us joy as a country.
Okay. I won't be long, right?
No worries. Thank you so much.
First of all, you people, leave Victor Osimhen alone. He's cooking.
Thank you.
He's cooking. This is not a bar. He's making a goosey slow. He's cooking. Come on, guys. He's cooking. Just be patient with him. Second of all, the defense is giving me, you know how you're scared of your ex. You don't want to bump into your ex. That's how the defense is giving me. It's like I'm going to bump into my ex. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with this defense, because Ekong had that communication. Yeah. And I always hear a lot of coaches say a strong defense is based on communication, like their ability to talk to one another. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how the coach needs to do something within that area. And I was listening to one of the broadcasters. He also said that the Nigerian defense is very passive. So rather than, being initiating a challenge, it'd be like they wait. It's like waiting for your mama to bring you food.
I think there's a big issue with Frederick not being there. Because when you watch Frederick and how he played for Nigeria, you have to say that we're looking at Frederick and Bassi as our centre-back pairing for the next 10 years. Then we thought Ekong would be there as the leader for AFCON at least. Then all of a sudden, Frederick gets injured. Ekong has retired. Is now next man up. You're now going through, I don't want to be harsh to Shemi Ajayi. People know the way I'd like to talk about him, but the options are a bit limited there. So now it's about Eric Shell deciding who he wants to be the centre-back partner for Bassi and sticking with it. And
so who do you think it should be?
Me, I like Igor Ugbo personally. I just like when a player is playing in the Champions League. Yes, he has just 2 caps for Nigeria, but that kind of player, the kind of verve and push that they have for the national team, and let them be given a chance. Because we've seen Awaziem play. Awaziem has given enough chances. Awaziem is another player that you see him in the crime scene a little bit sometimes. Let me not be harsh. But I must say that Awaziem is one of the few centre-backs at this tournament with the Nigeria squad that is actually starting and playing games in the top 5 league. So if it's a case of Awaziem, and if it's a communication, Awaziem is one of the most respected members of the team. You can tell he's the vibes master. Go and look at any video of them wearing the kits dancing. Awaziem is always there. You can tell there's that respect. But how does that translate to communication on the pitch? I think that could be a good thing,
Okay, because there's no way, Olu, that this defense can handle Tunisia. No way.
No, do not be judged by this Tunisia game. Tunisia
No, I'm just saying in general, this defense that we had today, Olu, how can this defense handle Tunisia?
You know one thing about Nigeria? Crystal Palace goalized us now. So I don't care about them. I'll see them in January. Tunisia don't really score 3 goals that often, it must be said. One. Also, Uganda are really, 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 really bad. And even though they're really, 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 really bad, they just scored. It's 3-1. Like, Uganda playing like Tanzania will beat them 3-0, if I'm being honest. So I think, and one thing you also should remember about Nigeria, we play up to our opponents. When you look at Nigeria's record against teams that we consider our rivals or our level, we don't really ever lose. Even this Congo out of it was penalties. South Africa in our group, we drew against them twice. Last AFCON, we did not lose to any big boy until the final. And you have to admit that in that final, the whole stadium was 100% orange. When you see Nigeria play big boys, I remember that tournament where Osimhen was injured and we played Egypt in our first game. Iheanacho scored the goal. We beat Egypt. So my point is, Nigeria versus big teams our level is an entirely different game. And Nigeria have a mission. Tunisia knocked us out the last time we did not medal in an AFCON. So this is going to be a very different game. Yes, it's good to see the Tunisians cooking, and they have an advantage in North Africa. But make no mistake about it. Do you know that video where LeBron says, if I step into your game, if I step into your arena to play a game, no matter what, it's going to be a challenging day for you. If Super Eagles of Nigeria and Osimhen rock up to your stadium, I don't care how good you are, you beat Uganda 3-1. It's going to be a challenging day for you. So we look forward to Saturday and let's see how it goes. So, my dear, fear not. But thank you so much for your support and the positivity.
I had one more question, Ollie, before I go. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed, but something happens when Osimhen gets the ball. The other strikers don't run through with him. So it's almost like they just let him get the ball, and then he's trying to shoot, but there's nobody around him who can sort of, assist the goal to go in. So I don't know why that is. It's almost like they just let him run on his own, but he needs somebody to be there on the left wing or just who goes into the box. And by the time he's in the box trying to shoot, and let's say he misses the goal, there's nobody in the box.
I see what you mean to an extent, because someone also alluded to the instructions from Eric Shell about Chukwueze and Lookman being told to be in between the lines between Iwobi and Akwa Adams and Osimhen. Now, this is so funny because this is a great example of a manager is very wedded to his own views, despite the talent he has at his disposal. Mali always had central midfielders. That was their strength. And they will always play a 4-3-1-2. Now, as a result of the 4-3-1-2, what we're now seeing is we're seeing Eric Shell try to still adopt this is 4-3-1-2, but tweak it from a 4-3-1-2 to a 4-2-2-2. Because I also agree with you that I would like to see some more width from my wingers. I want to see Lukman taking up positions starting from the left. Yes, he can make damage from where he stands in the middle, but we should be more dangerous and be able to beat a man far better. But I like the erase that. So the next game, I'm going to keep a keen eye on that one. And by God's grace, I won't have any streaming issues. Nigeria, man, no more. Wow.
It's all right. I'm in Lagos as well. It's all right. Anyway, up Nigeria, Nigeria for life. Then Papa, then Mama. It no go better for anybody.
Thank you so much for your comment, Miss Babs. And I'll see you on the next episode. Okay, Tosin, I'm going to have to learn from the boys how to time people. Hey, Tosin, how you doing? I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I'm going to shut up. I've spoken enough for the whole of Africa. So just give it to me.
All right, Olu, you've really done well, and I'm a fan of your channel.
Thank you so much.
I love your analysis too. For me, I think the boys did well today. It's just that, like I put in the comment earlier, if we're dealing with smaller teams like this, we should be flogging them very well, so that they will know that this is Super Eagles. We're not just any team.
We know small.
We know small now. So when you're playing team like Tanzania, I can't even remember where any of their players are playing for. And we can't flog them, like give them like 6-0, and then we send message to the rest of the team to know that Super Eagles are right. You understand? So for the Osai Samuel case, for me, I think it's still a weak link for now. Osai Samuel shouldn't be starting for us at this stage. We have Ryan Alebioshu. I don't know why Eric is not using him. The guy is good, and I feel we should be using him. I have issue with Moses. I won't lie.
With who?
Moses Simon.
I understand, my brother.
For me, I think he has done more than enough for Super Eagles. He should relax, and he shouldn't be coming up now. You understand? So aside from Moses and Osai Samuel, I think the rest of the team, for me, they did well. It would just be a good thing if other players also can be given chances, just to at least, let's see what they have.
I think what you mean is like Eric Shell needs to utilize the strength of his squad. We complain about maybe the number 22 to 28 that we don't agree with, that we know will not smell the pitch. But in terms of our squad, why is Oyedika not touching ball? Akisomero touched 10 minutes. Alebiosu, I know. I think that's what you mean. I'll be like, we still play. Educate could have even done something in this match. For example,
definitely. I know. Although I have a little problem with Educate because he dribbles. Then
don't worry, the same.
He hold on more than but it's good. You understand? I love his pace and his dribbling skills also.
And when a player is able to score a big goal in important moment for their country, I think that unlocks something different for them as a national team player. So that Educate goal against Gabon when we're struggling in extra time, all of a sudden it has changed his profile in the squad. Nobody's looking at him as someone that first got 8 caps maybe 3 years ago and has now been brought into the squad. Because I forgot that Educate was part of that 2021 AFCON squad initially. He
was.
But I now remember that I was there. So I totally agree with you. So what's your let's just say your finalization summary of the game? You've given me your points about how you feel. What would you like to see changed for the game against Tunisia? And give me your score prediction for the Tunisia game.
Okay, yeah. Well, for me, like the first caller that you brought in, that was a bit scared about Tunisia. I am not scared about Tunisia. They are beatable. For Uganda to even score 1 goal against them, it means that they are beatable. So I know that Nigeria will up their game against Tunisia because it won't be like this Tanzania game. And I am very sure that we are going to beat them 2-0. They are not going to see the net against us, and I can tell you that for free.
I love the confidence. So, you know me, I'm all about. Look, we have to be honest in this channel, but when Nigeria football weekly for a reason, we must also be slightly biased and back our country, do the good and the bad. But I agree with you in the sense that, like, I think it'll be a 50-50 game. But Nigeria playing Tunisia is still the toughest game that they will have. And I'm not going to lie, I love the fact that it's 9 p.m. Saturday prime time. Yeah. Everybody can watch wherever they are. All of you in America. Where are you based, Tosi, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in Wolverhampton, UK.
Oh my God, your name? Oh, the place was abusing. So all of us can watch.
Live.
The Americans will watch at 4 p.m. or 1 p.m., wherever they are, and we will all see what can happen in this game. Okay, so finally, give me your prediction. Finally, who's going to score?
I expect Osimhen to give us the long-awaiting goal for Nigeria in Nations Cup. And then Ademola Lookman will also score. 2 of them.
I love that so much. And you see what I said about Lookman in the preview? It's nice to be right when you're like, because when I was looking at doing the research and I was remembering how he scored all the AFCON qualifier goals, and remember the last AFCON, I'm just so pleased for him and how he performed in that game. So shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Olu. Thank you, Olu.
God bless you, and thanks for supporting all the time. I appreciate it so much. God will bless you, man. So we've got FM Sings, another keen supporter. FM Sings, can you please turn on your camera, if you don't mind me asking? Just to make if you're still there, I'll give him 1 minute to put his camera on. And I've seen a few more comments about how do you call in. I will provide the link. I will give everyone a 5-minute timer. Let's say we'll take 3 more calls. I'll be honest, it's just because I'm really knackered and I need to go to someone's birthday party. So bear with me, guys. If not, we'll be here for the next 5 years. Let me also reshare the link, but thanks for sharing it, Y Millie. I appreciate you. I will also paste it down for everyone who's coming as well. Here you go. FM sings. Oh my God, how lovely to finally talk to someone who supports all the time. It's an
Yeah,
honor.
what's up, Polo? How you doing?
I'm very well,
Yeah,
thank you. How are you?
it's so great to speak with you. I'm doing well. Okay, so I just had to sneak in to take this
First
call
of all,
because
let me
I'm
say
kind of
thank
at
you
work.
first. No. I have to first thank you. Thank you for always commenting, always liking, always watching every video. I do not take it for granted, and I want to tell you that. I just want to say a big
You're welcome,
thank
man. Yeah,
you. God bless you.
you're
So
welcome, Olu.
please
Yeah, you're doing
hit
a
me.
very yeah. Okay, you're doing a very great job, I must say.
I
I think for me, my love for Super Eagles just started when Victor came, into the fold, right? So I started
Wow,
to follow Super Eagles even much more than my club Chelsea, and so I
that's
understand your
amazing.
passion. I understand your drive because sometimes I'm thinking, when did this happen? When is this obsession just starts? But when you get in and you're addicted, that's just the truth, right?
Is
And I
and
guess
you
it's the
will
right
never go,
addiction.
and you will never go. Do you know how many
Exactly.
people complain? Do you know how
Yeah,
many people tell me that Olu, Super Eagles this or that one? I just be
yeah,
laughing. I
exactly.
would drag my
They don't get
girlfriend to
it.
watch Nigeria in the Unity Couple. I say by
I
force,
can imagine.
everybody must go to watch Super Eagles.
Exactly. So it's so lovely. And I think for us, we are part of the team. We have been. I mean, just to a little bit of backstory. I mean, after we lost the match against DRC Congo, I was devastated. I think that was my major heartbreak that I had of the
Ah,
Super Eagles. So, but I picked up myself now, and I'm here again. Right. So, let me just give a brief analysis of the match. I
please.
think we did well. Right. I know a lot of people were actually expecting that we are going to win with big margin. We underestimated Tanzania. I mean, this is a team
Slightly.
that's, I think they got to the quarterfinal of the CHAN, and it was
Yes.
largely, I think, maybe 70 or 80% of these guys that also, got to the quarterfinal. They did well. That means they have this team chemistry, right? So, and
Exactly.
I mean, AFCON is AFCON. This is the first game of the tournament. Everybody wants to prove a point. We get a
Exactly.
goal, they get their own goal back, and instantly, talk about having big players that can step up. Lookman pulls
Thank
one
you.
back, right? I mean, that is statement from Super Eagles. Historically, we know that Super Eagles do not start well. So even giving us a win, right, and maybe not playing the best of football is a better start than probably the last 5 editions of AFCON, right? That shows that there's
Exactly.
hunger, they know what is at stake. And it shows that there's hunger, it shows that they understand what's at stake. They know that they have to win to bring Nigerians back, right? I mean, because
Exactly.
not everybody is on the same love level that we have for Super Eagles. Some of them
Exactly.
cannot take
We
the
need to bring
heartbreak too
back the
much.
love. Bring back the love. I'm trying to
Exactly.
think of how we
Yeah.
can bring back the love. Like, how can we become like
Yeah.
Mexico again? That the whole country just, if their country is playing, everybody just wants to flood green. This one that Nigeria played, I
Exactly.
should have had 30 people inside SF.
Right. Right. So I
Nah,
mean, so starting from that, I mean, let me talk about Stanley. I think Stanley was good. That goal, Zaidu actually miscalculated. He thought it was offside. I was even asking my younger brother,
yes.
was it not offside? And I
He
mean, there
raised
was
his hand.
nothing
Sorry, raised his
Stanley
hand,
could do.
Abi.
Yes, yes. So there was not much Stanley could do. Then I feel like defense line was Calvin Bassey is world class. I mean, one of the top center backs in the world for me. Then going to people don't understand what Ndidi does. Remove Ndidi from that midfield, then you will know.
Thank
You will know. You
you.
will
It's
know.
like,
You will know.
oh, I like this comment so
So
much.
I mean, on and off the ball, Ndidi is there, and that is a lot of experience that he brings to the team. Then finally, the attack. My best Super Eagles player, Victor. I feel like I mean Victor wants to perform well at AFCON, and he's trying. I mean, he got a goal. He was just slightly offside, right? But he had some opportunities, and that is part of the game. You can't score everything. As a striker, you will miss some. Then it's just like you are sharpening a pencil, right? You will keep sharpening it until it becomes what? Until it becomes sharp, right? So he's going to lose some games as he's going to lose some chances, but Victor is going to go into the competition, and I tell you, Victor is going to do very well. Even the presence of Victor in that team gives defenders 90 years, creates openings for other players. And at the end of the day, it's a team sport, and we won. I'm looking forward to Tunisia game. We will raise our game when it gets to Tunisia and prepare yourself for a very nice match. Thank you.
Wow, that was a fantastic summary, FM6. Thank you so much for that. Uh, that was fantastic and just very, very well curated. So thank you for that comment. Then let me remove. Wait, how do you remove people from stage? Thanks for bearing with me, guys, as well, with how I'm using this. So Edeki, please, can you pull your camera, please, for the views, for the views. Let's see who we're talking to. Or would you rather? There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome to the channel. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on. So hit me. Come on, let's hear.
Yeah. For the for Super Eagles today, they were in the first half. They were good. They were playing the ball. But something that I observe in the defense, Usayi and the left back, they give too much space to attackers. When attacker hold the ball, they just allow him to be doing something before they go closer. Those things is old football. You have to go close.
Edeki, sorry, before you continue, 1 second. Young Afro, thank you so much. I had no shout out super chats. I am so sorry. God bless you. I don't want to go without saying thank you in case Young Afro goes. God bless you. Your cup will never run dry. God bless you, Young Afro. I really, really, really appreciate it. And God bless you. Thank you so much. All right, Deki, please forgive me. Sorry for dropping your stride. Go ahead.
No problem. So the right fullback and the left fullback, they give too much space to attackers. If we meet good attackers today, it will be another ball game, because if you give too much space, you allow the attacker to relax and do what they want to do. Those things is not needed in today's football. You have to go close to them. If you are not close to them, you make them to relax and do a thing that they can do it. And bad attackers, they see all the loopholes from the goal mats. They look the first bar, the second bar, they just place it. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do. If the defense is good, the goalkeeper is good.
I know what you mean.
So that is one of the things that I saw in the Super Eagles today. In the first half, they were organized. Second half, I think that they misplaced the game. They start trying to do other things, and when
how do you think about this thing? How do you think about this thing? God bless you, Young Afro. Thank you so much. God bless you. How do you feel about this thing, Edeki, about Eric Shell and us playing games where the second half, it's as if you look at our last 3 games, we'll go up, we'll win, we'll be winning 1-0. We'll now concede. It's as if we start strong and then somehow we keep letting things back into is it a mentality thing? Do you think it's what I said about Eric Shell's tactics? What do we think it could be, or what do you think it could be, my friend?
What I see there is that you cannot give what you don't have. Eric Shell, if you see the pass with Manley, if you go and look at the games again, go and check. Eric Shell is not that kind of coach that have that continue well and end it well. Sometimes in the second half, he try to do something and he just mess everything up.
He struggles to adapt. Once his plan A is not working, it's as if the opponent's changes is like, voila.
Yeah. When he wanted to make the changes about Adams and
it was Adams and Chukwueze. Adams and Chukwueze. Then he brought on Fisayo and Simon.
I was thinking it's not going to remove Adams, because Adams was very good there. I was thinking, okay, now maybe he will remove Ademola Lookman and bring in to support a midfielder, to support that midfield, because it's like we are missing something there. So we just bring another midfielder to join Iwobi, because Iwobi was good today. Excellently good.
Fantastic, man. He was fantastic. He really was. And I totally agree with you, Edeki, in the sense that we have to say that some of our transitional moments, it looks like we were giving Tanzania a bit too much space to score. I mean, not to score, but to get into our own final third. And obviously, a team with better quality could punish you much more severely, than the Tanzanians were able to do. So I agree, and I'm quite interested to see what Eric Shell tweaks his formation to be like for Tunisia. Because remember we say about we raise our game for our level, but at the same time, it's North Africa. They've gotten their statement 3-1 win. So be quite intrigued. So what would you, now that we've gotten this win under the belt, and I love that we did, because, and you see, I wanted to take that time to talk about how rare it is for us to win our first game in the AFCON. Now that we have this win in our pockets now, how are you feeling about the Tunisia match? What's your prediction, and what one or two tweaks would you make if you were the coach, just to make sure that we're able to prosecute this game and win it?
Okay. For me, I think if we look at Tunisia, we have to also look at their past history, especially North Africans. North African game, if you start getting scared of them, they will beat you mercilessly. You have to come out. We have to play them. We are playing at their standard. We have the boys, we just have the guys. Today, there's something I also observed. You see, the pull-out was not there for Osimhen. We're just shouting Osimhen was losing some chances today. It's true, but Osimhen is good when on the in the head. So
he's getting the right
you have
process.
If we start bringing out pull-out today, for example, if we start bringing out pull-outs like 10 pull-outs, Osimhen will make use of them. A good one, so not the one they will pull out.
I agree with you. We've seen it for Galatasaray.
Yeah. So about Tunisia, I know that if we come out, we will beat Tunisia because they are going to act as if they want to intimidate. That is how they do. They try to intimidate because one, the ref, they just try to put, to scare the ref, to put everybody on their side and to play. But if we just calm down and play, but I want Eriche to do something about the right and the left fullbacks, to do something about it.
So maybe left to you, would you go ahead and play Oyemachi and play Alebioshu? It's a tricky one, because Alebioshu has not played for us yet.
Yes, because because today I was expecting Eriche to do something, to do the experiment today, because Tanzania was not. We know they are not good. No. We could have do the experiment today just to try some certain things. Maybe we start like this. In second half, we try to remove those fullback and play other people, and even the midfield, put one or two people just to see what they can do. But those guys are on the bench. We can't try them now against Tunisia. That we need to win that, that match. So we are not going to play. So Eriche will be afraid because if he play, maybe he try one game and they beat us. All Nigerians will say, Eriche, you have to go. So Eriche is afraid. Yes. So, but I know that these guys can do it. It's just that we don't have to belittle ourselves, say, oh, let's play defense. If we play defense, Tunisia is going to beat us. We have to come out, play them, attacking football. We have to play. Let them be tired. We will be tired. Then let's see who will win. Because if you look their football today, because they play against a very, very weaker side. I did not see any football that those ones was playing. They just playing like as if they are playing. I don't know. It's just like amateur football, Yeah. So if they play with, if they play attacking football, we are going to win. We are going to win. I just have that belief. And Nigeria also. Nigeria.
Give me your prediction.
Okay, my prediction. Yes, my prediction is that I'm going to give two predictions. Is that it's going to be 2-0. Nigeria will win, or 2-1. We will still win. Because I'm scared that they will score.
Okay.
Unfair. Instead of they score first, we equalize, then we score late goal. So if we play attacking football, I just want us to play attacking football all throughout. We don't want to
I
relax.
understand.
If we relax, these guys they will mess up. They just finish us.
Okay, thanks so much, Odeki. I really appreciate the support and the view. I
Thank
will
you,
get the last caller. Thank you so much, guys. And apologies to everybody who's been waiting for us to do these interactive shows, but we're here now. You guys have now taught me that when through adversity, you will shine and figure things out. Because now that I've used this stream here today, I'm not going back to that riverside again. David, can you please turn on your camera for me? We will give you the final 5 minutes before we round up. And just to go through a few comments before I have you on. Prominent College, Yashu, this is the first time you hear honest review from this channel. Not negative review. That's not true. We can't be growing if we're not saying honest reviews. That's not possible. I'm guessing you're referring to somebody else, not me. Thank you so much, Young Afro. I appreciate it so much. God bless you. Young Afro also says, if Osimhen steps up, we can beat Tunisia, but my concern is Zedu and Nabali. I think it is very clear the fears everybody has, and I'll make sure I address that on the preview episode as well. The House of Devil said Adams and Chukwueze did not need to be removed. They played really well. Well said. So we'll keep being on Eric Shell watch in terms of the subs he makes and how he tweaks his formations. I think if he ends up pulling one out of the bag against Tunisia, then we can say for certain that, okay, maybe he will begin to learn. But it's about time we continue to do our big work against big boys as well. Prominent College says Nigeria won, Tunisia won. Let's be honest, that game is likely a draw. I agree. But I think for Nigeria, when you see the because Uganda scored 1. Oh, the difference is only +2 versus +1. Fantastic. So even with a draw, we can go and now pace Uganda. But more often than not, a team that gets thrashed in the first game does not end up getting thrashed in the third game. So I think we should focus on trying to beat Tunisia so we know that we have the points advantage over Tunisia no matter what. Not relying on like who can score more against them, Uganda and Tanzania. Because we don't know, for instance, if Tunisia may not score another 3 against Tanzania. But if we beat them, it will not matter. So I like the fact that because our goal difference is lower, it will be more beneficial for us to win to make sure we top the group and avoid certain routes. So I like the omens. Although if we finish second in our group, we will play the runners-up from Group A. And you have to say likely right now, it may be Mali, it may be Zambia, it may be Comoros. So that's an interesting one to observe. But we move. MySpace says, Nabali did not do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. But remember, he had that corner that he, rather than catching it, he spilled it out for another corner. And then there was that mix-up between him and Bassi that led to another corner. So I guess that one is shared blame. But apart from that, Prominent College said, Nigeria wants Tunisia. We'll see. Uju Paul C says this perfectly. Nigeria had most possession but lacked clinically. Exactly. Uju Paul C said, player of the match, Chukwueze. He had a good first half, but I wouldn't say it was player of the match over and it will be or Shimi Ajayi, for example. You know, and then or even a Bassi, for example. And then finally, Victor Koban 4147 says our fullbacks will be the reason Nigeria may not get past quarterfinals. Well, the thing is, even if we end up coming second to Tunisia, when you look at the route to the final, that would then mean that you get a game against, let me remember my workings that I did. So you play Mali more likely. And if you beat Mali, okay, yes, you likely play Senegal. So we do not want to play Senegal in the semi-final. I mean, the quarter-final. So you're right. It is very paramount to finish first. You rather play an Algeria versus a Senegal in a quarter-final. So let's see how it goes. But remember, Lebioshu is there and things may change. And then finally, Tokweda said we have a big goalkeeping problem. My brother, I think that's a bit harsh on. That goal was not on Nabali. Maybe we're just harsh to our goalkeepers. I think if anyone should take blame, it should be more what's his name? Zedu. David, can you put on your camera for me? Let's give you the last 5 minutes. Already final caller, so I can end the stream at 10:30. We've been going for 4 hours now. MySpace, very, very understandable comment. Zedu was very sluggish and tentative. Okay, he said he will turn his camera on when he's on. Okay, sorry. I'm just learning how to use all of this. stream stuff. Okay, David, you've got the final word. Hit me.
Good evening, Olu.
Good evening, David.
Good evening.
How are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
I'm doing well. How was your day?
Very good, thank you. Especially now the Nigeria one. How about yours?
It's a relief to every. It's mine was fine, but I was feeling a little bit tense because I felt Nigeria was
David,
probably
do you
going
mind
to
putting
draw the
your
match or
camera on?
something, but
Or you're not comfortable putting it on?
I can't seem to turn it on now.
Okay, don't worry. Continue. All right.
Yeah. So my thoughts on Eric Chell. I feel Eric Chell is playing the style of football Ruben Amorim of Manchester United plays. Because if you're looking, if you look at if you look at the way Amorim plays his ball and everything, Manchester United lately they've been on a coming back streak, that sort of thing. But Eric Chell shouldn't be like, I think, taking those type of gambles in games like this, because it's going to look very, 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 very bad for the team. And again, on Owabali, I feel that Owabali, he didn't really have any problem, because if you look at the goal we conceded today, he already thought that the goal was going to be disallowed. He
Yeah,
thought it was going
honestly,
to be an offside.
I don't think he should be blamed for that goal at all.
I
I'm
don't know
not
why
having that
people were hitting on him. I don't know why people
one.
were
I
hitting
don't
on
want that. I
Owabali.
agree on that one. I don't think he did anything wrong with that one, to be honest.
And again, on Zaidu Sanusi, I don't think Bruno Image is a good pick, because
Same.
if you look at the match Nigeria played against Egypt, Bruno Image didn't really actually play his position very well. If you look at that match overall, when he was brought on in the second half, Zaidu played a better first half against Egypt than Bruno Image coming on the
Bruno.
second half. Yeah.
And we cannot stand there and use our mouths to say Bruno is known for his defensive ability over his attacking one. I can't use my mouth to that one.
Yeah. And
So
again, I
going forward, how
think
are you feeling? What do you think going forward? Like now that we have Tunisia, how are you feeling about that game? What do you like? What do we need to do to change? And what do you think will happen in this match?
I think Eric Chell should bring in the inclusion of Akin Somiro. That's what I feel. Because I feel Osimhen at this point, due to the anger, I believe he's not pleased with the game he just played. I believe he's going into the next game goals hungry. He wants to feed, like he wants to be a machine in that type of game. So I feel Eric Chell should bring in the inclusion of Akin Somiro with Nwobi. So it would be like they are just feeding Osimhen balls and everything. So if he does not turn up, yes. So if Osimhen does not turn up, we would know that okay, this is probably Osimhen's fault. His finishing is poor and everything. So that it will not be like, oh, Victor is not getting balls and all sorts of things, that kind of thing. That's why I basically feel. And again, I feel in the game we played today, he should have brought in Ryan Alebiosu probably at the
give him his debut, even if it's for like let him feel the match, let him get his cap in.
Yeah, because I don't know if you saw it, because Osai Samuel had a strain on his was his left foot.
Yeah.
During the 80th minute of the game, we should have brought in Ryan so that we would see, okay, we would know if this guy will start against Tunisia, because the game Tunisia played tonight, they set a big mark, and when we are going into the next game, we have to go in fully prepared and fully confident that okay, we are going to dominate and try to win this team. That kind of thing.
Is there a part of you that thinks the fact that we know that our goal difference is less than Tunisia already, which means that if a team really had to win that match, it should be us, because they don't want to be relying on goal difference in the final group games next week Tuesday?
Yeah. That's exactly. That's exactly my point. I was coming into this. I was coming with the mindset into this AFCON that okay, after all we've been through the World Cup qualifiers, we'll not be using calculator again in this stage, because Nigeria is the Nigerian football fan community. We are not really pleased. You could go on Instagram and we still see people making negative comments about this match we played tonight. Some people were still saying it's based on luck.
People are going through it.
That's not fair.
We had
After
10
the
shots
master,
on target. People say we did not attack well. The people are upset.
no offense, but I saw a post and I checked the comments. Somebody made a remark and I was like, that was fair. Under it, I saw someone said it was just based on luck. That was why we won. I was like,
Wow.
did she watch the match? And for information, this is a female. No offense to the females, but like, I'm like,
No.
did she watch
Let's
the
not do
match?
that. Let's not do that because there are a lot of men with bad takes too. But you can get the statement without mentioning any a man or a woman. Let's not do that.
My
But continue. It's
bad,
okay.
my bad. I was like,
It's just Go ahead.
I was like, did she see the match? Because Iwobi's masterclass tonight was absolutely splendid. I started my day off watching his vlog this morning. That was how I
I'm
started my
glad you
day
did. It was really cool, isn't it?
to show you how pumped I was about this game. So I'm just wishing the best for the Nigerian national team, to be honest.
Now we
Especially
got
now
this, my
that Victor
bro.
Osimhen is there. Especially now that Victor Osimhen is there and Lukman has gotten his form back. I am so happy. I am very,
Nah.
very, very, very happy that Lukman is getting himself back.
And you know what's interesting, bro? You see the same way we said all Osimhen needs is one AFCON goal to ignite him back into form. It's the same way
Yeah.
Lukman that already was struggling. All of a sudden now he has 4 AFCON goals in his career. I think Rashidi Yekini has the most with maybe 10 or 12. Okocha is second with 9 or 8 or 7. There's a world where if Lukman now goes and has another banging AFCON now, he may end up being a third or fourth highest AFCON goal scorer already. Just like the same person that had not scored this year. So I'm hoping that's going to mess. And I agree with you that this one goal from Lukman, the way it has changed the whole thing again for him.
Yeah, if you looked at the photo shoots, if you looked at the Nigerian photo shoots that they did before this match, you could see the fire in Lukman's eyes already. That this guy he's burning. He wants to show himself. That kind of thing. You know this guy. When I saw him making some moves, I was like, nah, this guy he's going to do something deadly today, and he surely did not disappoint.
And can you imagine the feeling or the relief in his body right now? Like, look at this comment.
Yeah,
Stephen, I don't agree with this comment because what people forget about Osimhen and Lukman is if you go and rewatch the last AFCON, our round of 16 victory and our quarter-final victory was literally Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lukman 2-man step. Osimhen assisted both goals. Even the Angola game where they cut the ball back for Lukman to shoot the ball. It's Osimhen that dragged the Angola defenders away for Lukman to fire the ball into the net. So this is another thing I say about recency bias because yes, he has not scored in a year. And I know you mean well, but I don't think there's any world where we can say Osimhen and Lukman don't play well together. Or you say Lukman plays for himself rather than Fizz Osimhen because this last game and the one yesterday, I can show you at least 2 opportunities where Lukman has fed Osimhen, but maybe he just did not finish it.
Yeah. If you looked at before Osimhen was taking off, everybody was trying their best to give Osimhen a chance to get a goal before he was subbed off.
I agree. Now we move, man. We move, guys. Honestly, guys, this has been fantastic. Considering where we started, but and the issues. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I appreciate all the support, all the likes, shares, subscribes. Over 200 likes, amazing. So just before we leave, David, just give me your prediction for the game against Tunisia before we go and work on the preview episode that I'll release, or at least I'll drop or record tomorrow. So hit me.
Well, it's going to be a tricky one. I don't know why I have this gut feeling that I feel the players are seeing everything that everyone is saying on social media, yeah? And I believe Iwobi will want to make a point in the next game. So I don't know why I have this gut feeling. I feel Nigeria, not bragging or anything, I feel we might play Tunisia 3-0. I just have the gut feeling. It's possible. It's very, very possible. It's very, very possible. This is not me being overconfident. I'm having faith in my team.
I like the faith, though. I like the faith. I'm with you.
From what I saw tonight, and from the emphasis you kept making on Iwobi playing in a very, very comfortable pitch.
You could
Once
see he was enjoying himself now. Do you know, see?
Yes. He even posted it on his story, his cross and everything he gave to Shemi
Of
Ajayi.
course.
You could see. So I don't know. And Chukwueze himself, he also said it too before this AFCON that he's cooking. This is
He is, oh.
the match he played today. Those Fulham boys, they're up to something, and I feel they will shock us in the next game. I just have the
Amen.
gut feeling. I feel they
Amen
will
and
shock us in the
amen.
next game.
Amen. Well, all I can say, David, thanks for jumping on the chat as well. Thanks for everybody commenting. I do not take it for granted. Thanks for all the support. You know, it's always a great day when Nigeria win a match and, you know, the positive vibes are spinning all around and everybody's feeling good. There's nothing like watching your country take 3 points. Look, no matter what they talk or they cho, you can analyze football as much as you like, but ultimately it's a simple game. You try to put the ball in your other opponent's nets. If you put it in the nets more than them, you win the match. Super Eagles of Nigeria have done us proud and well. I want to say a big thank you again. Sorry, this mistake will not happen again. I'm not going to use that other platform. After I did all my prep, I came back home. The whole first half was just discombobulated for me, just trying to get a stream back on. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed the chat. I'm glad you enjoyed Tolu's talks and even my friends. I will probably have more guests on Saturday because it's Saturday and Nigeria Tunisia blockbuster 9 p.m. We will be there. Before then, remember to look out for the preview episode. And look, I'm not one of those people that is not humble enough to take feedback. I love all the feedback. I take it all on board as we try to grow this community and the love that we continue to have for our Super Eagles. My job, by God's grace, as long as one day we reach the point where the average Nigerian has fallen back in love with the Super Eagles, that Nigeria is playing an AFCON and we're in watch parties everywhere. We are flooding the streets green. Because in my opinion, there's nothing that unites the whole country more than football. Even music, there might be parts of Nigeria, they will tell you that some music is not, don't say this one the right way. So thank you guys so much for being believers in the national team, sticking with the team. Thank you for all the kind words. Lukman Shotonwa, thank you so much. Also, because of this issue, you see how God tries to redirect you. Because of this issue, I've now realized how to platform super chats, how to bring guests online, and we can make this a lot more interactive of a community. And look, by God's grace, Nigeria will go all the way and surprise us in a positive way. Thank you so much, Stephen Roberts. I love Stephen Roberts' reaction as well. Even though he said something that other people did not agree with, he just said, point taken. There's no need to ever be rude or harsh. Like, we all love football. Football is here to give us joy. So I appreciate you for your response to that. Love that. Aaron, I thank you so much for always joining. You really, really support this channel. And may God continue to bless you. All the likes, all the comments, all the subscribing, it makes a lot of a difference. So I want to thank you for that. Talk by Dada says it could be a draw game. Look, it won't be a surprise. Nigeria and Tunisia are equal sides in each other's eye, but let's see how it goes. Adedamola said 3-0. That's very ambitious, but I'm loving the faith. And let's see. If apart from winning, I want Osimhen score on Saturday. And by God's grace, he will do just that. Steven says, what matters that we won our first game, and we have done just that. Talk by Dada says, Iwobi would have won the man of the match, but I agree. Iwobi was the man of the match for sure. That is correct. And finally, Steven says, thank you, Olu, for all you do, brother. Thank you. Thank you, guys. The community is who's make people. If I jumped a live stream and nobody was online or nobody watches or nobody stays around for the chat, but for you guys to have even stayed in the first live stream I made when it was all broken and we're still talking to each other in the first half, and I saw it had over 3,000 views. Wow, honestly, may God continue to bless everybody. Thank you so much for the platforming, and please support. We're going to do our best to get to Morocco. As we get bigger, I'll even try and see if I could get press passes for next time. I just didn't think our channel would be necessarily big enough, and I wasn't sure if I could make Morocco happen, to be honest. Then remember our social media. We're at Nigeria Football Weekly on all social media channels except Twitter, where we are NFWPOD, NFWPOD, NFWPOD. And I will see you guys on the next episode of the preview show for the Nigeria vs Tunisia game. Because I did not do a live AFCON daily stream because we're obviously focusing on Nigeria, I don't know if I would do one in the morning just talking about the other games that we played today for our wider Nigeria Football Weekly audience of non-Nigerians too. But you guys remind me that what I do this for and why I do this is for my people. I've been wearing this jersey all day. Sporty TV invited me to come and talk about the game. This Tanzania guy said they will beat Nigeria. I was looking at him. Tanzania that have never won a match in AFCON. So, guys, thank you guys for being here with me. And Nigeria did not let us down. So, God bless Super Eagles of Nigeria. God bless everybody. Enjoy the AFCON tomorrow. Merry Christmas in advance. We'll take the break. So, if I do not see you until after Christmas Day, Merry Christmas. Love for the love to your loved ones. It's been a hell of a stream. Let me go and see what I can go and do for my evening. Someone said I like to rock. I came to Nigeria to party, but also work on the channel. So God bless, and I'll see you all on the next episode of the podcast. Watch out for the preview. Take care, and God bless you all. Bye. Wonderful.